mediocrity is this movie's biggest enemy. If it is a colossally stupid, terrible mess of a movie, that'll be funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of good people attached to it. We've got Rita Repulsa here. Obviously, she doesn't really look like Rita Repulsa. She looks kind of like a sexy green goblin.
Yeah.
But maybe the reason she's green is she's going to make the green Power Ranger out of herself. I don't know. Kind of
I
hope for
so.
that. And then the Megazord, obviously, the first look at this should not be through a toy, but here it is. It is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It sort of looks...
We're a little worried about this, cautiously optimistic. I think it's going to deliver, but the art direction's a little weird so far. Anyway, that's Up at Noon. I'm Brian, this is Max. We did it, another successful week in the books. Thank you so much for joining us.
You think it was successful?
I think it was good.
I think we did it.
The week happened.
We get to have lunch now. It's
That's
exciting.
True. My stomach's doing a real big growl.
Yeah, coming up next we got James Duggan and Vince Ingenito, and they're playing the Division survival mode where you can get real cold and frostbitten, and it's depressing. Enjoy yourselves. That's IGN's Plays Live. Coming up next, don't go anywhere. Just sit there and keep looking at the thing you're looking at. Ninja Turtles, they're here again to fight some crime and eat food in the sewer. The end.
Thank you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to IGN Plays Live. I'm James Duggan, joined by Vince Ingenito.
Heyo, what's up, man?
We're playing The Division. I never thought I'd say that again.
I kind of didn't know if I wanted to say that again.
Yeah, so jokes on us. The survival's actually really good.
Yeah, no, that's what you've
I've
been
been
telling me.
enjoying it quite a bit.
This is my first time actually seeing it, so I'm really excited to see what it's all about. Because I actually do, and I said this back when I reviewed The Division way, way, way back in the distant past of earlier this year. And
I need to change my key bindings. Very important. Continue.
nice, yeah, you have to do that. You have to do that. Got to make sure your settings are just so.
Yes. Yes.
No, but like I thought that the combat was one of my. I enjoyed the combat a lot. Like I guess, and anything that gives me an excuse to stay in that combat a lot and give me lots of rewards for that sounds moderately entertaining to me. So
Indeed.
I want to
So
see what this is all about.
I'm not just wasting our time here. I am actually queued up for the survival. And the way this whole thing works is, and I guess this is the one downside, is that the survival, which is this little room here, doesn't fix the rest of the game.
Right.
So it's a self-contained mode. But what it is, for those who haven't played or don't know, is basically if we zoom out to this whole map of New York, you get this whole area, and it's basically a huge dark zone. So the lore, as we will see, is you're tasked with going to the dark zone to retrieve some medical supplies. A storm hits, your chopper crashes, and then all of the agents are spread out, and it's basically Battle Royale. So think the culling, think maybe a modded Rust server, think
wow, cool.
something like that. And it's where the Division lends itself best. I thought the combat was, what's the word I would use here? Acceptable.
Acceptable. It's fine.
But in the context of this, I think it's actually quite good. I think the things that the combat did well, a lot of people accuse the game of bullet sponging.
Sure.
And yes, it did, but that's, I think, a good thing in PvP because it gives, especially in like a gank or ganky scenario, gives the ganky a chance to kind of react and maybe even retaliate. As where if this were a game like Rust, you would get shot in the head and die like
right.
that.
And that's actually what I love about games like Halo, as much as some people feel like that's a slow kind of a slow pace, too slow pace to be interesting competitively, which I don't agree with. But like one of the things I love is the same exact thing, is that there's enough sponginess there that if someone has a superior route, or you're just kind of lacking in map awareness at that moment, and someone gets the jump on you, you do have, at least if you're a very skilled player, you do have the opportunity to turn the engagement. And I think that makes firefights more interesting.
So here's what you get for those of you who are still playing the Division and are concerned with what's happening outside of the survival mode. And I have to be honest, since I jump back in, I'm starting to get a little bit into the PvE content as a result, so it is kind of bleeding over. But anyway,
cool.
You get these caches, and these caches are really cool because they're almost like a loot box.
You mean cachet?
Cachet. The caches. So we're going to open a sealed gear cache.
Do it.
And these are things, depending upon how well you do in survival, you will come out of it with those. So I got a set piece there. We're just going to open all these. It's like a...
Are there any new sets?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention.
Gotcha.
So I got a double weapon thing here. That's pretty cool. So this is specifically for doing really well. I almost won last night. And there is a win condition, which I also think is very cool. And here's the weekly assignment cache, and all of these gives you Phoenix credits as well. Until we jump out. Oh, there we go. Here we go. It's happening. It's gonna happen. We're gonna start. We're gonna do it. Remember, before we get into this, because I won't remember, tweet at IGN with the hashtag IGN Access. That's very important. We're
IGN
Access. Sorry, I've been doing too much IGN Access. Hashtag IGN Plays Live. Thank you, Vince.
Hashtag IGN Plays Live.
We're also going to be monitoring Twitch,
Yep.
YouTube, and Facebook chat, which is a new thing that we're doing.
I got them all up here on my screens. I'm like an internet quadrupus, not an octopus. Quadrupus.
So let us know your questions about this, because I had a lot of questions and I jumped in and answered it for myself. But here we go. We're flying into, the idea is we're trying to retrieve these medical supplies, and very cleverly we're all wearing masks. So this represents I believe it's 24 agents that are going to drop into the survival mode.
Cool.
And of course, as we all know, one poorly screwed screw
Yep.
can be the death of humanity itself. And this flies into the chopper, and there's this very good thing. It's all silent, actually. Going back to the 1920s silent film era now.
Yeah.
I think we're just having a little bit of game audio.
Okay, you don't have
issues.
game audio either? Okay.
No, I don't have game audio. I
Okay.
had game audio for a second. Now it's gone. Anyway, and that's us. And we see the chopper crash. And all these things are important because our arm got stuck on a nail, and now we have a localized infection, which gives us a timer, a death timer.
Right.
So it's all very well, smartly designed, I will say. They've thought of a lot here. Basically, it's putting you in a scenario where you don't have any gear except a pistol, and we're about to get going here.
So you're kind of starting from scratch.
No game audio. I could really use it because it's extremely important. Now I have game audio. It just wasn't the cinematic. Weird. Anyway.
Interesting.
Tell me, Vince, what doth my kingdom think of me?
Brew Condor on Twitch, he wants to know, I've never played The Division. Could I get into it, and would I need to buy the DLC to really get into it now?
Yeah, I think so. It's so weird, man. Like, this survival mode is just completely self-contained, and like, I almost wish it was its own standalone game in a sense.
Sure.
it's that good. So anyway, here's the crafting menu. Crafting is incredibly important and actually very easy to do. One of my favorite things is it in a lot of Battle Royale games, you really have to find your first weapon, and that gives you a really big advantage over unarmed people. It starts everybody out with a pistol here, and stuff is easier to find. Now, so if we zoom out to my map real quick, this whole area, explorable, awesome. So it's just a huge map.
So it's basically a massive dark zone.
Yeah, it's a huge dark zone, and there's this storm, and everything is just like, it's almost like Silent Hill 1 with the view distance, which really lends itself well. You can see in the upper right there, I'm actually getting quite cold, and you get cold very quickly, and you have to think about how you're going to stay warm.
That's a cool element. I like that.
Yeah, and as you get more and more aesthetic gear, which actually has temperature, it confers temperature to you. You have to like worry about huddling by a fire less and less. So I'm going to warm up here for a second. I'm actually going to set a waypoint for myself so I don't run off in the wrong direction.
And I'm already like, why weren't these mechanics in the in the base game?
Yeah,
I would have loved that.
And we'll get into a couple discussions here and talk about that, because man, this just like, my first thought was, oh my god, this is so fun. I'm playing this for the rest of the weekend, or maybe even past that. And then my second thought was like, why didn't they do X, Y, and Z?
Right, like there's so many. Like already, I see good ideas that I think would have greatly enhanced my experience with The Division the first time through.
So I have a death timer on me. I'm going to last about an hour because I have a localized infection thanks to that landing on that nail. So what I can do to slow the progress is get this medicine, which you can find, and that basically extends your timer. The idea is not to survive indefinitely. The idea is to extract the medical supplies as well as yourself, and anything you may find before you die. And you can die from any number of things, as we will see in just a few moments here, inevitably. Oh, so there's a bomb. There's something that I could have died from. So I don't have directional hearing in these headphones, so it's going to be really fun to try and find traps.
It's going to be a true test of your awareness.
Yes.
So, do you have a finite number of lives? Or do
You have one
respawn?
life, and then you die.
Life.
You're out.
Oh, wow,
Goodbye.
awesome.
You're back to the starting. And I've died within 30 seconds. I've lasted for...
But you're not going to die on stream.
No. I've lasted for an hour and 10 minutes or so. I've been the last person alive on a server and still have not won. So it's great, man. I think it may be my favorite iteration of Battle Royale.
No, this is actually really interesting to me because everything I loved about what I did like a lot about the Division, even though it wasn't necessarily implemented as well as it could be at the start, was the idea and the promise in any case of the Dark Zone. And I was frustrated that the Dark Zone was A, so small, and B, so limited in its overall functionality and its tie to the story and to the overall world beyond the walls. And this looks like already like it does a lot to rectify those concerns that I had. Very cool. Very cool.
And of course, we can run into other players, and I have found it to be a shoot-first cadence almost across the board.
Oh, really?
I've yet to team with somebody, and every time that I've asked to team, I just get shot. So it's you can actually matchmake and queue in with a small group. I'm not sure how many that is, but basically like that is where you get your team. Also, I love this, by the way. You can run by the cars and kick the snow off.
So on that front, one of the problems, and you and I talked about this a lot earlier, when the game's life, was that you and I both felt that in beta, the Dark Zone was perfect at a certain point.
Yeah, and
then in release, they kind of, from our perspective, they kind of borked it and made it less interesting.
Oh, here's a player. Oh, all right, let's. Boy. So I really don't like engaging. Oh, and he just picked up a gun, but he's low on health. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, you dirty rat.
Come on, come on, come on. I have to get to him before he revives himself, which is very important. Get over the thing. Oh, my God. I'm going to kill you if this guy doesn't. There we go. Whew. Thank goodness. And then I slid through it while he's asleep. And
what a nice dude you are.
I thought he was going to have a gun on him, so that's why I killed him. I was concerned he would be able to kill me first.
Sure, that's why.
But hey,
you totally.
This is how you play this game.
You totally saw him reaching for his waist belt.
Oh, no.
Thanks, James.
Yep. We're going to go back in here for a second and just heal up. Actually, maybe I haven't been in here. Maybe this is a different garage. It's a little bit difficult to keep track of where you are. That's going to explode. Let's go here.
So what we were saying, though, is that we felt like the stakes for going rogue, the risk-reward there was just no good. Do you feel that, you said that there's been pretty much a shoot-first cadence here.
There is no rogue here. Everybody's a rogue.
Okay.
Everybody has the ability to shoot anybody else, and it's like pure...
But if you do that, there isn't a price on your head. There's no incentive.
Nobody can see that you've killed anybody. They can only make assumptions, and I think that only adds to the fun. I can hear explosions. I can't hear where they're coming from. But I'm going to assume it's over this way. These are NPCs. I'm just going to get a little bit
Wow, people are dropping like flies.
Yes. Yeah, the rate of mortality in the first 5 minutes is huge, and then after that, it
probably starts slowing down. Yeah,
it tapers off. The map is really big, so you tend to run into people less as the game goes on. But they have ways of coercing players into the same space, so they've kind of thought of that. Let's hope that's a gun. And it is! Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is super lucky. It's a blue as well, so we kind of transcended the green there. I hope there isn't an explosive on that. All right, so I'm just focused on surviving. We'll talk about gameplay elements in a second.
Yep.
I kind of want to give the audience a sense of what's up with this mode.
Sure.
And we're basically working our way towards the Dark Zone. We have to craft a filter before we get there, so I'm looking for key components. Tools.
Cool.
That's very important.
So you're going through so much of the game's core progression.
Yes.
All over again, but in like a very compacted amount of time.
Quick way.
With a timer on your head basically.
Yeah.
That's
you see
awesome.
that? Did you see when I picked that gun up? See how excited I was?
Yeah.
I would not care.
You haven't been that excited about a blue drop in
forever.
10 months.
All right. So let's look at what we can make here. All right. So we need 2 blue fabric, 2 blue tools. We can arrange that. And I'm going to go ahead and craft the filter straight out of the gate so I don't have to worry about saving too many resources in the future. And then we need an advanced filter to get to the final area if we get that far. And let's see if we can actually do that right now. We can. We're going to do it.
Nice.
And then everything that I pick up tool and fabric-wise from here on out.
It's just gravy.
Yeah, I can just spend it to create armor and,
nice
temperature stuff. So I'm good to go. That may have not been the best... the most informed choice.
I was just going to ask, I was like, so do you think if the filter if you didn't need the advanced filter right away, do you think there's a world in which maybe you could have saved those parts to
Absolutely.
upgrade? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I didn't even need the filter right away, so I kind of was being an idealist there.
Sure, you were playing it like that's playing it safe though, you know. So it's interesting. I wonder how that kind of meta will evolve, right? If people will decide that, like, you know, your first tools and fabrics and stuff absolutely have to go towards a filter, or if you're kind of boxing yourself in by thinking defensively.
There's really no, besides your death timer, which is very lenient, like an hour or so. Here we got some enemies.
You know what you do with enemies? You talk to them. You talk out your feelings.
Talk at them. Just like I did with that guy that I found.
That's right, yeah, clearly.
All right, let's see what else we got.
Talker.
All right, I'll take it.
James Duggan, diplomat. Ladies and gentlemen.
Armor's all right. The biggest things you can find are guns, obviously. Armor confers, like, okay, you're going to survive for 10% longer. A gun confers, okay, you're going to kill everybody you see and have a good time.
So, kill everyone you see and have a good time. James
Medkits
Duggan,
are super important as well.
So how do your skills and your skill build play into this mode?
They don't. In fact, you have to craft your skills, and skills are some of the last things that I craft because I tend to find that they are only.
Nice shot.
Thank you. They're super useful and essential for you finishing the game, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
But like, I don't think that's a. You need a lot of resources, and I think they're better spent before you get to that point. All right.
So you're saying you craft them?
Yep. I don't have any skills equipped right now because I would need to find components to craft, say, like the most expensive thing to craft, for instance, in terms of a skill is the... Somebody shooting at me? No. Is the heal.
Yeah, sure, I can imagine.
So, like, you generally end up crafting a turret before that, which is super useful as kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card for enemies because it pulls aggro super hard. You're able to dip out there, got some electronics, and that's what you use to craft skills. Do I need to get out? Why can't I open this? Show me the ways. Show me the ways of the Force. Why would you... Oh, what? Oh, there we go.
Now, James Duggan, imagine for a second if this didn't just last an hour, if it just kept lasting...
Well,
and
I think
imagine if there was like a season, like a month-long season or something.
Jeez.
And
honestly, part of the beauty is the fact that it only lasts an hour. It's almost like this is the Dota. Okay, if Dota is a shorter version of World of Warcraft, is a very it's a short RPG that's multiplayer and all kind of compact.
Right.
This damn it. This is the MOBA or Dota of the regular division.
Of the division, yeah.
Right. And I think it's a much better game because of it.
I can buy that.
All right. Well, now that we're doing pretty well, I'm going to go into a safe house and show you how this whole crafting thing works. So when you see these red lights, when you put on the red light, you can enter a hideout. And a hideout is a safe area where you can kind of just chill. It's instanced, so no other players are going to be in here. There's notes. There's sometimes stuff you can find, but I'm just going to go over to the crafting bench.
Interesting. So now is time must be continuing to pass though in the instance. So I mean, can you come into one of these hideouts and just wait other players out?
You could, but there's really no incentive to.
Right.
Like, it's not about who can last longer. Basically, there's only one flare gun that can be crafted, which I can't even craft here because the blueprint isn't in this area. But basically, when that happens, they call a single extraction, and you need to be part of that, or you lose. You need to be part of that extraction, so you either need to kill the guy or be one of the few people who extracted. I think it's a maximum of 3 people that can win in total, maybe.
So only one flare gun can be crafted in the whole match?
Yes. So it's a race to the Dark Zone in a sense. So you waiting is not a good thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You could, like...
So you have to survive, but you also have to be fast.
You also have to be fast, but not insanely fast. Whoa! He did the same thing I did.
Are you gonna wait for him?
I don't really want to fight right now. I kind of want to progress.
Can't you...
but I bet you anything he's going to go out this door, in which case we will fight. My gun is not super good for fighting. It's a bolt-action rifle, and I saw that he had some kind of weaponry as well.
Did he come out?
I don't know. I think he probably went out the same entrance that he... We'll find out real quick. He didn't really want to fight, which is fine. I'm fine if...
Or he might not have seen you until he had already pressed the button.
No, he definitely saw me. That's why he went back in. I'm fine with not killing people if they don't want to kill me. That's the way that I look at it. I always shoot first if I'm unsure, which is 90% of the time. But he just said to me, like, hey, I don't really want to fight you right now. At least not in that instance. He may want to fight me later. Oh, Okay, so now he's fighting these guys. So now we're
kind of friends.
Now we're gonna get the drop on him. No. This is the way this game works. I'm gonna get some warmth, and then I'm gonna go for it. Did I not equip my hat that I crafted at the beginning?
Doesn't
of
look
this?
like you have a hat on now. That'd be an oddly head-shaped hat you have. No, actually, wait a minute.
There we go. There we go. What?
What the what?
Get on my
Was
head.
it a baseball?
There we go. Yeah, it's a baseball.
Okay.
All right, so I'm
you
cold
could-
again.
It looks like you might have had it on backwards, but no.
No, it was just my hair. I think I missed my opportunity to kill that guy. And I really don't want to get into a fight, because if he has a shotgun or an SMG or an assault rifle, I'm toast. And the other thing you have to watch out for is when you down enemies, they can revive themselves with a med kit, but there's a short cooldown, so you have a very small amount of time to close the distance and finish them off. And a sniper rifle does not cater itself well to that. You take a lot of damage from NPCs, even these like kind of crappy ones. They're quite good at killing you, and that's one of the things that I learned first, is to never underestimate the NPCs. That's very good.
Yeah, I've actually got an opportunity to say something that I've always wanted to say to you, James Duggan, but now I have the proper context for it, and that's, would you please eat something?
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've actually eaten a lot out of game as well recently, and it's been quite enjoyable. Let's do this, and then while we're at it, we're going to slow our infection rate, because basically it will advance, and when it advances, it's more difficult to slow. I need warmth, which I'm not seeing around here. Whatever. I'm gonna keep going. What? That was a headshot. If I ever saw a headshot. Fine.
So if you lose one of your segments, one of your health segments, you don't have very many ways then of replenishing them back up.
Let's
so you were taking quite a risk there, because you were engaging even though like you were close to
you can't
being
eat
down a segment.
You can eat to like, it doesn't heal you for very much, but the natural regen will take itself after that. Man, I got another sniper rifle. That's not what I wanted at all.
Oh no.
But hey, whatever.
Is it at least an upgrade?
I don't know. I'm freezing to death though right now, so I need to figure out something to do. All right, and now I'm in a really bad spot where I kind of just need to look for warmth. Usually light means warmth, not in that instance though. That doesn't look good either. I am slowly dying. But aren't we all, really? When you think about it.
Deep thoughts by James Duggan. All right, man. So, obviously we're talking about.
Oh, this is turning poorly.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop a health kit here, as I have two. And we're just going to try. I'm still freezing, though. That does nothing for my temperature. I'm just going to try and find some place to warm up. Here we go. So we can light a can right here. And just chill for a second, and then...
So while we're chilling, I want to, like, obviously this has a lot of great ideas and some design ideas that I think you and I both wish were in the greater game as a whole. I feel like this is definitely going to make me want to play the game some more.
Sure.
But, I mean... Let's talk a little bit about what this... Oh, no. God. Let's not talk about anything for a second.
I don't know if that was a player or that may have been an NPC. All right. Well, I'm going to look for another way out of here, and that appears to be my only route out. And then... So what I can do now to answer... Well, actually, I can't, because... Oh, it's just an NPC. I'm just bad, as it turns out. Oh, okay. It was like an elite. I don't feel as bad.
James Duggan, the world's worst video game player. Not... even remotely.
Oh no!
Oh god!
He got the toss off.
Grenade.
That's not what I wanted to happen. Oh! No! It all went south.
James Duggan.
Well, that's how that ends.
So, since we're gonna have a little bit of downtime,
Are you scared to retweet my tweet?
No, I'm not. Why would I be? I'm not scared.
Show me you're not scared.
I'm gonna prove to you I'm not scared.
I'm gonna peer pressure you into retweeting that tweet.
No, I just forgot.
Yeah. Let's get into a discussion while we're requeuing.
Yeah.
So basically, we can see what I got for that. That was a semi-okay run. I would rate that at a 50% success.
Okay.
Like sometimes you'll utterly fail, other times you'll succeed. It's almost like akin to a roguelike.
I was just gonna say it seems very roguelike in that sense, which is very appealing to me.
So as a result, we got one of those legendary packs, and you do gear up very quickly. If you kind of stop the division like where I did before kind of gearing yourself out, you will be able to get gear to experience some of the other elements of the game, the PvE elements, which, to be fair, I have not played the Underground, so I can't really speak to how good or not good that may be. So
Underground was decent.
Sure.
You know, I reviewed Underground, and Overall, I like the intent of it. It kind of gives a cyclical, constant source of just combat and reward, which I like in theory, but it didn't add as many wrinkles gameplay-wise as I kind of think they had the opportunity to.
Sure.
But getting into what we were saying before, this bit of content does actually, survival actually does fix a lot of the problems we used to have, but it doesn't fix everything, does it?
That's correct.
I mean, let's talk about some of the things that maybe this does fix, and maybe on some of the things also that it doesn't.
So we just saw a bit of survival gameplay. If you're tuning into the breakout, you will not have seen that, but you can click these other videos to check that out. And that's a condensed version of the Division that I just think really works. In its core design, it just makes sense. I don't think you can transition that out, because I think the things that make that good are the fact that it's temporary, the fact that you don't get to carry gear in there, and that every piece of gear you find is interesting. I think in that context, a lot of the Division's mechanics really work. But like out here, like everybody's just waiting. We're all just, I'm not even queued up. That's a problem. Let's go fix that. But like, I could go do one of several daily events or weekly events, or I could go do underground or whatever, and these guys all have stuff for me to do. But I don't really care. Like, I think this is a much better version of the Dark Zone. I could go back into the Dark Zone, and I could go do PvE content, but at that point, I'm totally fine with jumping out to another game.
Yeah, sure.
So it's interesting because, like, here is the survival, right? And here is the core game, and you get rewards that go this way, and of course nothing goes that way because it would ruin it, right?
Right.
You can't take gear in here. So, like, I don't care about this at all because it's not giving me anything to the experience that I want to play.
Actually want to have, right?
But anyway, and that kind of leads into, I think, a discussion of where do they go from here?
Right.
And, like, I think people initially, I would go as far to wager that the Division succeeded for two reasons.
Sure.
One, that it was a shared world shooter on PC, and I think PC audience was clamoring for that in lieu of Destiny.
Right. Sure.
Because I think that was a very, like, PC-oriented game that only came out on consoles, and I think a lot of PC players, including myself, were like, I want that. I don't really want to play that on Xbox. I want to play with my PC friends on the PC, so I don't have to have a computer open with my Destiny inventory and be playing it on a console and managing it on a computer.
Right.
That's ridiculous. So I think that helped. But also, I think the Dark Zone was really cool. The promise of the Dark Zone was really interesting. It was this emergent, PvP-driven area.
To me, that's what the Division was supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you wrote an article to that. You said that in your review, and I couldn't agree more. Now, I was fine with it, if we zoom out here, I was fine with it in the context of the self-contained PvP area, and this is all just kind of like Care Bear stuff. That's cool. I enjoy, I really enjoy group PvE. I'm a big group PvE guy. I don't think the Division's group PvE is particularly great, but it's a nice break from this, like, kind of, more oppressive PvP competitive area, which I love, by the way. But the whole thing just didn't pan out. And so I think people were interested in the Dark Zone. With the resurgence, it's sending a very clear message to Ubisoft that people are interested in the PvP in this game more than anything else, and that they're interested in the idea of survival. They're interested in the idea of this exploration.
They're interested in the idea of stakes. Like that's
right.
That to me is what was so sorely missing.
Right. And so the next expansion that's going to come out is The Last Stand, which is a base building horde mode kind of deal. I don't care. Like, so it's weird to me, the year one content that they planned it out. I guess maybe they were doing like a shotgun spread to see what hit, and they found something that hit now.
Yeah.
But I hope that they pivot now. I really, like, I don't think that the main player base is going to carry over into the Last Stand mode. Maybe they will. Maybe like survival may still be fresh at that point, and it may still be okay. And now you have this other cool PvE mode you can play too, and there's your kind of like duality of PvP and PvE. But I would love for them to continue to iterate on survival and maybe either give us new maps, new elements. Well, think on that front. We're loading in, by the way.
Sure. But in terms of those new elements, though, I think that the logical thing to do, and what I would want to see the most, is why are all these interesting systems and why are all these interesting other modes? Why are they all disparate experiences from each other? I would say lump them all into survival. So yeah, on its own, in the context of just kind of like you said, Care Berry, PvE, kind of experience. Yeah, building a base and defending it against waves of dudes is like, in that context, is boring. Imagine doing that in survival. Imagine if there was. Imagine.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Yeah.
I think base building lends itself very well. I think things like PvE strikes and missions don't necessarily work in that context because of the time limit, and I think the time limit is what helps make it makes it great. And when you think about a MOBA, like the thing a MOBA taught me is that re-rolling is fun.
Sure.
Right? Starting a new game with new opportunities. Half the fun of survival for me is being able to find an AK in the first 10 seconds and be the most powerful player on the server. That's really cool. And you can't get that when it's so persistent. But you're right. Base building, I think, could be really interesting. And maybe more persistence there. At that point, you're kind of treading DayZ territory, but why not? That's kind of initially what I thought this game was going to be.
Yeah,
so.
and that's certainly the way that they presented it to the audience, without a doubt. And like pretty much every gameplay trailer and demonstration they made at any trade show, that's what it seemed like it was going to be. Like I definitely think that all these individual ideas, the idea of underground and like an endless cycle of PvE dungeon style content, that was an interesting idea. I think survival seems very interesting. I think the idea of what Last Stand is going to be sounds potentially interesting. But having them all be islands is not necessarily beneficial. Like survival stands on its own, it seems like, very well compared to underground and to what we think that Last Stand might be and what the Dark Zone ended up being, at least in its initial state after release. But man, like, what if they could find a way to tie all these together? I think that would be very exciting.
Yeah, I agree. And that's I'm a big fan of this genre in general. One thing I'm not a fan of, there we go. So they start you off in different bases every time, which is cool. It randomizes, increases the replayability, brings down the repetitiveness. But there's always one fabric, and there's always one
lighthouse
hill.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, and it's just always kind of a pain in the butt to find because you kind of want to get out the door. But anyway, let's do just that. All right, so we had a pretty okay run.
Yeah, let's see.
I died to NPCs. I probably died to NPCs more than I've died to players.
Wow.
The reason being, I think, is I'm much more cautious when I see a player. With an NPC, I'm kind of like, these are dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know if they increased the AI difficulties, but they seem way more aggressive. Like there are ones that will just like burst fire to keep you suppressed, while another one will flank around with both having guns. I don't remember that. I obviously remember like the dude with the baseball bat running around and you just headshot him, but and like the LMG guy kind of suppressing you, but like just even the grunts will suppress you and kind of work as a team, and it's impressive.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing
here.
That's the kind of thing you want
over here though.
Intelligent enemies, again, more threat equals more tension, which to me equals more fun.
I agree. Totally agree. So we can see two people getting killed by an NPC, one person dying of cold. And I have a poor connection to the host server, which is worth talking about because I have that literally every game, playing at home with super fast internet, living in California, the most populous gaming area in potentially the world. And I wonder why.
Odd.
I wonder why I always have a poor connection to the host. I think maybe there's a lot of people playing all of a sudden, and maybe that's it.
Are you always playing in the same place, or is it across different networks?
No, across different networks.
Oh.
Like we can see here at IGN with our ridiculous internet. Gun.
Let's do
Man.
gun. That's not a gun.
It's not even, I don't
That's
even
a
know
thing
if that's
a gun goes in. Clearly not a gun.
Let's see what we can find in here. I'm really concerned about the bombs because that's what killed me last time.
I think bombs are a pretty good
it.
thing to be concerned about in general.
That's true.
I think if you have one rule in life to live by, be concerned about the bombs. It's a pretty good one.
A fear of bombs is a very valid fear.
It's a very useful fear. All right, folks. Well, don't forget, we are, if you want to chatter at us, we are on Twitch at twitch.tv/IGN. We are on the YouTubes at youtube.com/IGN.
Haha, did it.
And,
what are people saying in Facebook? Let's give Facebook some love.
On the Libra de Face, Libra de Face is, let's take a look here. What are the people of people's...
Oh, it's worth pointing out real quick that you will have a crashed helicopter site on your map, and there's always... That's kind of the cornucopia for the Hunger Games. There's always stuff there. But everybody goes to it, so I tend to avoid it. Unless if I get a gun early, then that changes my plan, and I start going for the helicopter to get more stuff. But if I'm kind of like scraping along like I am right now and just finding like fabric, then I'm not super into going there to fight. Because I will die. And then you guys won't see stuff. All right, so I saw the bomb
and then you
that
become
time.
Deckard Cain.
Yes. That's what happens when you die. I wish that was what happens when you die. That would be so great.
So yeah, we're also on Twitter, folks, so you can tweet at IGN with the hashtag IGN Plays Live.
You got to tell me what the people are saying, man.
People right now are not saying a whole lot. But Potato King.
He's here.
Good old, yeah, of course Potato King's here. Oh. Did you mean Potato King or that guy?
No, I meant Potato King.
Okay, yeah. Of course Potato King's
Potato King is here.
Shout out to Potato King. We love you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, minus 33 degrees. Psh, not that cold. Yeah.
Okay, so here's one thing. I don't mind this at all. I can totally overlook it. I don't care. They set up a really great gameplay experience here. But I don't understand why these super geared 24 division agents took all their gear off and put on, like, no clothes and a pistol and went to the dark zone.
It is a little bit strange.
How does that make any sense?
It's definitely game logic.
Yeah.
But you know what? It makes for an interesting. If it makes the core gameplay loop of the division interesting again, I'm all for it.
Who cares? All right, so we got another crafting area. I have a ton of I keep wanting to call it fiber. Fiber.
I
have a bunch of fiber so I can stay regular. That's very important. You will get dysentery if you don't stay regular.
Get out of here. So Philip. Philip on Twitter wants to know. He says, with Survival being a standalone game, do you need to purchase previous DLC
to
play Survival? No, he means like I think he means like a standalone experience.
Oh, okay.
You know?
No, you don't need the other underground. I haven't played it. Vince has played it. If it's cool and you're into that, you can check that out. But otherwise, I don't think it's
awesome.
Let's
Thanks
see
for the question, Philip.
How much fabric we have? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna chill with that.
How's it going so far?
It's going all right. I haven't found anything super. I haven't found any huge boons. I should probably look for more bad guys to kill. Generally, I find that you get... So there's two very easy ways. Oh, I know what we should talk about. Let's talk about easy tips for beginners in the survival.
Ooh, yes, do it.
School
me.
Tip number 1. There is always one fabric and one medicine in your starting area, as well as a crafting table. You can craft a hat or scarf, which you should do because it has the most temperature protection and not the vest, and equip it. Tip number 2, the thing you want to do first is get a better weapon than your pistol, and the easiest ways to do that are by finding enemies, NPCs, or if you find weapon parts like we're about to right here, 2 weapon parts equals a single weapon. So I'm going to go back to that hideout that I was just at, which must be this one.
How you like that? Modern day guns only have 2 parts.
Yep. So find 2 weapon parts or find a bad guy and they may drop a better gun. You will not necessarily... Oh no! Okay, I'm fine. You will not necessarily... Oh, I'm bleeding, though. That's not good. How do I... I'll just bleed.
You'll just bleed. You'll just die. It's fine.
Yeah. If it bleeds, we can kill it. I'm fine. Actually, okay, so here's tip number 3. Tip number 3 is when you go into a hideout, you restore your health past the pips.
Oh.
Tip number 4 is if you can't find a hideout, eat food, and you'll restore your health slowly, allowing you to get to full health. Tip number 5, don't craft a bunch of blue weapon parts because not every single hideout has the blueprints for them. Like here, actually, it's a pretty good bet to craft blue weapon parts, but as you can see, I don't have enough. So I'm just, I don't know. This is much better than... We're going to go not with a burst fire MP5. That would be terrible. We'll just get the standard assault rifle, which I think is a pretty safe choice. I tend to run an assault rifle and then a shotgun. Shotguns are supremely useful because you get bum rushed every second by enemies. All the NPCs will run straight at you, and when you're out of your main magazine, it's way faster to switch to a close secondary weapon.
Sure, absolutely.
Like a CQB weapon and kind of lay into them there and do a bunch of damage.
And ARs in any modern shooter that's in any way, shape, or form based on contemporary warfare.
I just got some tools. I'm going to go back.
Are just so they're just too versatile not to. If you don't have a huge number of weapons to choose from, it's like the desert island weapon. If you're going to choose one weapon class, an assault rifle is going to shore you up at the widest.
Let's see how many tools I have here. Okay, I'm doing really well for tools, so I'm going to go ahead and get a quick release magazine, which is going to change my playstyle a bit. I'm going to tend to prefer. And then, so tip number, what are we on, 6? You need 2 blue tools and 2 blue fabric to craft your basic filter to get into the dark zone. So keep that in mind when you are making stuff, basically. We're just going to craft all these tools and get some really good weapon parts here because that's something that I am running into a lot. What is this taking? This is taking fabric. I don't want to use that. I do want to use those things I just got. So let's see. That's critical strike.
I have a pressing question though from Dead Knight 80 on YouTube.
Yes, please.
So the game is good now?
I mean, like, that's the thing, right? It's good in this mode, sure. All right, so I just got that. We're going to equip both those. I hope I crafted the right slot. We'll find out real quick. Yeah, good with a quick release mag. Good with a flash hider. And we're good to go. So I got a decent weapon. The cool thing is I can take those mods off later. All right, what's tip number 7? Let's think. Tip number 7 is set a waypoint for yourself. That's very important. You want to be working towards an area, which my waypoint is cleared for some reason. And that area, you can see all the unconscious players where people have died, by the way. That area is the Dark Zone. That's the end game goal, is to try and get to the Dark Zone, get your medicine, get out. You need to craft a bunch of stuff before that happens, but working in that direction is generally very helpful.
Also, I want to skip ahead
Sure.
to tip number 99
Sure.
from Operator on Twitch, who says, hold F to skip the cutscene so you get in the round faster.
What?
Yep,
I tried every conceivable button.
that's what every
I tried
single
escape,
one.
I tried space, I tried enter. It's F?
Yeah, hold F.
Oh my god, that would wow.
Thank you, Operator,
so
for
much.
tip number 99.
Tip number 99 is the best tip. Where were we? Tip number 9
Yeah.
is you can go to the, if you get an assault rifle or something very early, we're talking the first minute or two, you can go to the crashed helicopter, which always spawns. It's always in a random location, though. If we back out to M, it's going to be, where is it? You can always see it on your map. There it is, right there. Bam. So I could go there. You know what? Let's go there. Maybe nobody's gone there.
So why do you want to go to the crash helicopter?
To find stuff. It always has goodies at it. It's
Oh,
like
cool.
the cornucopia in
Oh, that's right. You said that
Hunger
earlier.
Games. Right.
That's right.
And, well, I guess that's about all the... I guess the other tip is open up with a grenade. That's standard division combat.
Sure. Grenade initiation.
Yeah, grenade initiation.
Faux show.
Don't... If you see an enemy, stalk them. Do not just open fire at them willy-nilly unless you're sure you're going to kill them.
Right.
Because it's the division. Like, they can run away and get a bunch of health and come back and kill you. And then my final tip is when you kill somebody and you see that they are down, run up and melee them as soon as possible, or if you don't think you're going to get there in the span of about 3 seconds, go back to cover and heal up because they're going to revive themselves more often than not. The thing that killed me the most when I first started playing was, oh man,
Ooh.
I don't... Let's see if that's another player
Yeah,
or if they just walked into a trap.
Let's let this person, whoever they are...
I don't know who would waste a grenade on NPCs, but hey. But anyway, yeah, so what killed me the most is when... I would fight a player and I would kill them and they would revive and kill me and I was like, what's happening? So that's just something you kind of have to get used to. Oh, that's very good. We're gonna take that. And those are my tips. Those are my easy tips for Dark Zone.
Thank you, James Duggan.
Or for survival. I thought that was an enemy player, but it's not. Let's test this boy out.
Not bad.
Yeah, I could have done better with the aiming there with the head.
Yeah.
But whatever. All right, I think we're in a pretty good spot to make our way towards the Dark Zone. We do not have enough to craft a filter, but we will get there eventually. I am more than confident. What are people saying in the various chats? Let's check with YouTube.
On the Yadab.
Yeah.
On the Yadab.
Oh, hey, this is the exact same area, which, by the way, has never happened with me that I was at before. Need to find a place to get warm.
Yeah, people ask, hold F? Did you get the memo?
Oh, looks like we got an enemy. So sometimes the NPCs will just beef with each other, and other times there'll be players. Looks like they're shooting at another NPC over here, so I'm clear to engage. And the more NPCs you kill, that all increases your score, and that will determine what loot you get at the end, if that's something that's important to you.
Real quick, Ricardo Ruiz on YouTube, he's like, is this for high-level players? I started yesterday.
That's a really good question. I only have this high-level character, and I have not made a new one, but I think you can do this at any level. Don't quote me on that. But if you can do this at any level, you should do it because it's awesome.
Kevin Jones has a question from YouTube. Wants to know, is there like a big reward for winning survival?
There is. There is like a big reward for winning survival. And depending upon how well you do, you will get incrementally increasing rewards. If you do super well, you will get like a bunch of... You basically get... What is it? Is it legendary or what is the rarity called? I forget.
Well, the top...
Man, I'm freezing here and it's not fun. because I'm. Oh, it's gonna be warm in here. I don't think I got there in time to help that pip. It's not warm in here. What the heck? Maybe that bomb will make it warm when that bomb explodes. There we go.
It'll be crispy.
So if you do okay, if you die right away, you get nothing. If you do okay, you get
some high ends.
a loot box, which will have some two high-end items in it, usually armor. If you do a little bit better, you'll get a weapons cache, actually the lowest tier is guaranteed to have one set item in it, so that's very good. And then if you do really well, you'll just get all the stuff. It's almost like a Hearthstone arena, but the cool thing is there's no entry fee, which I think is really fun. Oh, nice. That's a great weapon. So we're gonna strip the mods here.
Some good questions starting to come in now. So Jan Brady asks, do different jackets have different resistances to cold?
Yes, they do.
Cool. Awesome.
That's really important, actually. My resistance to cold so far in both runs has been really bad. So eventually you can kind of just stay out pretty much as long as you want. It really doesn't become a thing. Also, another pro tip, you can I keep wanting to call it disenchant from World of Warcraft, but you can dismantle things to get fabric, which you can then use to craft very important things like a filter. Very important in the game. Okay. So it looks like we're doing really well on resources. I am hungry, and this also is going to, if you watch, it'll heal me past that bar, which will then regen naturally.
Awesome.
There you go. There's a jacket that I can equip. So if we go over here.
And I guess you probably want to eat. You want to eat only enough to get yourself over that pip, and then just let the rest of it heal.
Yeah, it gives you. I think it gives you like a healing buff for a couple seconds that's not displayed on your character, but the hunger is displayed on your character. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and medicate myself too to stop the advancement of this. We're getting shot. Thankfully, it's just an NPC. Whew. Not thankfully, he brought me.
No!
It's a grenade! It's a grenade! What is it? How'd it get burned?
Oh my god.
I'm okay.
Whew. That could have been really bad.
How'd it get burned? How'd it get burned?
Oh, behind you.
The grenade.
Oh god, sniper.
The grenade makes me really okay. I just
Sniper
accidentally
Sky,
used a medkit. Not what I wanted to do. The grenade makes me really inaccurate. It's definitely not me. It's the grenade I get hit with.
Sure, blame the high explosives, James.
We're gonna put
just like everybody else.
Those azure jeans. I can't tell where this other guy is because I don't have stereo hearing in these. Oh, there's a bomb somewhere exploding. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Noel B wants to know: can you buy just this, or do you need to buy the full game?
I believe you need to buy the full game.
Yeah.
That would be really nice if you could buy just this, but I can't imagine how you would queue up for this since you need the full game to get to the area where you can queue. All right, so the helicopter is right above us, so I'm trying to ascend here. I'm actually probably one of the last ones this far away from the dark zone because I think most people will probably have worked their way there, which isn't optimal. You know, why can't I? Oh, come on, just let me jump over this, dude.
So let me ask you something though. I'm curious, what would you say is the average length of your like of a successful run?
There are huge outliers. I would say like if you took the hour runs I have, the 3 hour runs I have, and then the 6 5-minute runs I have, I don't know, it's probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Sure, but but that's for a successful run.
No. Are you just talking about anybody's?
To win. Yeah, in general. How long?
To win.
Yeah.
To win is more than an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, but I like that. I like the idea of like being in one match or an experience that's a pretty meaty experience. You know what I mean? Like it's not so, for me, that's like, like I can easily play a Dota match that goes 75
that's
minutes.
Fun. I like that.
And I like that.
All right. I'm crafting my advanced filter here, so I'm kind of, I can now just straight up craft all the clothes that I would need. I'm going to go through and sometimes you'll kind of be crafting for a couple minutes and hey, it happens. You do have time to play with. Like you should be in a hurry all the time, but also you can kind of chill for a second. I'm going to go ahead and dismantle that and get a weapon part. Because I think that sniper rifle is very good. It's semi-automatic and it's not bolt action, so I don't have to worry as much. Let's see if I can craft. I do not have enough. Well, maybe I do. Let's see. Haha! I can. All right. So now we kind of get our pick of the litter here.
What do you go with?
Since I already have the sniper rifle, I'm actually going to go really safe and go with
the G36.
Yeah.
That's smart, I think.
So
nice, versatile, good stopping power.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go wrong with that G36.
It actually has a very high rate of fire and tears through the clip very quickly, which it's weird. I don't know. You'll see. Oh, I took the scope off that. I didn't want to do that. I do like that this is kind of almost analogous to the Dodo shop moments.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can kind of just chill for a sec.
Do you think there's even a chance that people could get like a set bonus over the course of a game of survival?
No way.
No?
Impossible. You don't even, I have not seen a high-end pierce. The only high-end stuff that drops are loot boxes. And then you extract those loot boxes out of the game. So, yeah. I think the best stuff that I've seen drop is purple. You can also craft purple gear. What do we got here? We got shoes. You can't dismantle this stuff, which I find kind of annoying, but hey. So now I'm going to worry about cold resistance. I think that's my next biggest.
Quick question from Farley Berfault on the Facebooks. He wants to know what you think the best weapon for survival overall is.
I would say. Oh, whoops. I would say an assault rifle. If you had to pick one weapon, like we were talking about earlier, I would definitely say an assault rifle. A close second would be a shotgun. I think the shotguns are very good.
Cool.
I can't really speak to the different assault rifles. I've played around with some of them, but not all of them. I tend to go with like the most vanilla choice possible. It usually ends up being like the let's see here, like the AR-15 style weapon. The P416. I like the SOCOM SCAR a lot. I think that's very good. And actually, LMGs are really good because of the large magazine for killing NPCs. That can be super useful. All right, I've been here for quite a while. I don't want to quit the game. That's not what I want to do. But I do want to craft a bunch more fabric so I can get... That looks like that's all I had. So now I'm going to get one upgrade. And it looks like it's going to be a scarf, which is going to give me 12 temperature resistance, which is very good.
Speaking of that, people are saying that you have 3 new pieces of clothing to put on.
I do, but they're all bad.
There is that.
Yeah, they're all, see, it's all...
Take that, chat, trying to be helpful.
Yeah, they're all lower than what I have. So my temperature resistance is really good. I'm in a really good spot right now. So we're looking at making a Dark Zone run. I am not even going to bother going to the helicopter because I don't really need very much, and I am 100% sure it's already been looted at this point.
So this is the run, is what you're saying?
This may be the run.
Yeah, this is the
We'll
run.
see.
This is the run.
It can all, you saw how fast it can all go wrong.
Oh, yeah. Which is something that makes this immediately that many more times interesting to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't want to feel safe in games like this. Well, that's the whole fun of it, is being in a world that feels scary.
Whoop.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Yeah, they hit, man. Even with armor, they hit.
Oh god, you're being real gutsy right now.
Okay.
He's down. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I thought you had just suppressed him and you were trying to
oh no. Run up.
Blitz up on him. I was like, damn, man. You gutsy.
I believe, have food to eat. Oh, I believe this is... Oh, no. It's just... Blind fire is very useful, if for nothing else, than to kind of stop them from shooting you for a second. Oh, no!
Yeah, not getting shot is a pretty good strategy.
Getting caught in the open is the worst. I find myself dying a lot that way.
Yeah, that's right, Cotton. When you're out in the open, there's nothing to block the bullets from going into your body.
That's an interesting strategy. Let's see how it pays off from. All right, I got a med pack. I'm going to save that for the worst of times. I got another one. That's really good. 2 med packs is a huge boon. That's the maximum you can carry unless you craft the thing that allows you to carry more. This pack will always have... Oh, the bombs. I didn't even hear... I'm telling you, I can't hear anything in these headphones.
The bombs.
The bombs. You can kind of see stuff you can loot through walls, which is very handy, which is an old Division staple.
the classic loot through the wall trick.
Oh, somebody got murked in here. Ooh, there's blood. Okay, so there's 3 medkits. So what I'm going to do is just use one.
Yeah, why not?
And then loot this guy.
Put that to good use. Yeah, no one's really talking too much on Twitter. Don't forget, folks, tweet at IGN, hashtag IGN Plays Live if you got questions for us. The tweeters.
Check it. Check that YouTube. And that Facebook. Facebook is always lighting up. Okay, grenades are very important. Having the right one selected is also very important. I have 2 frag grenades, which is great. Those can really kind of get you out of jail. So the next thing I kind of want to focus on in terms of my crafting progression is skills. I want the turret and I want the scan. Those are my 2 preferred skills.
Okay.
The med kit's just impossibly, like, you win the game by the time you're able to craft the med kit.
I love the turret. I use the turret a lot in
it's very good
in PvE.
It's very good in
and
PvP here too. Like just throwing it someone who's kind of behind a bunch of cover. Let me loot this.
Someone here actually points out
really
Quinch on YouTube. Says that you only need to get resistance to minus, temperature resistance to minus 17.
I'm minus 14 right now.
For getting to the dark zone because it's warmer in there.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's cool. Look at all these things I don't know that people are telling me. That's all, we're gonna take painkillers here. Slow that progression, and we got some enemies up here. I'm gonna go ahead and opt to. Okay, we got some purples. Oh, what? What?
Oh, I thought that was a headshot for sure.
Yeah, I thought these were all headshots. The hitbox is still not that great. And
You're fine.
And the other thing in this game, I don't know, like the bullets have insane delay. Why? Oh, this may be a really bad time.
Oh no.
Let's see if I can mantle over any of this
Not
stuff.
like this.
Oh, that sucks.
What was it? The server or?
I got stuck, and then
I saw you getting
death
stuck,
timer
but I
popped
feel
up
like
because I got stuck. Oh wait, what's going on?
yeah, you got disconnected. I was gonna say you got disconnected from the host.
Oh, poor connection. That'll happen. Now, how do I get out of here, though, is the better question. I guess first I should worry about killing these guys that I can't even see, man. I don't want it. I don't want any of this.
No, not like this. Can't you climb up on the car?
No, I can't.
No?
I can't. I was trying to climb up. That is the worst way to go.
You just got killed by a box,
some trash and a car.
Some trash and some Christmas lights.
Killed by trash.
Killed by
James
trash.
Duggan.
Rip James Duggan.
Man,
died to
that
trash.
was the run.
That was going to be it, man.
Wow. That stinks. That's like I don't know what that's analogous to in the mobile world. It's having 2 of your players disconnect when you're up for the next level of ranked play.
Right, or I don't know.
That's the worst, man.
Blink daggering up onto like a high ground that there's no way off of, and then getting stuck
It's a
there
huge map. This is probably the 15th time I've played Survival. That's the first time I've gotten stuck. Not great. I have I do have this bug at home that I can't figure out how to fix, where I'll hold shift, and then my controls will just go all wonky, and the guy will keep running. And anytime I click, it beeps. And I found it's like an ease of access thing for Windows that only has a problem with the Division.
Okay.
But despite disabling that, it still happens. So it seems that anytime I get in a serious firefight with a player, that just happens.
Hey,
and I just can't shoot. It's the worst.
Just kept fading. Just let us know that you just got divisioned. You just got divisioned.
Apt. All right, let's see what
10
we
out of
got
10.
for
Truly
getting division.
magnificent.
Man. I have to say, this is weird. You know, I really like this. I really like
Trash
Survival.
1, James 0. Sorry.
Yeah, very much so. I really like Survival, but it's a weird choice for Game of the Year for you. I don't know.
I've been caught. I done been caught. Ay. Yeah, clearly.
So look at like my inventory is so full I'm dropping loot on the ground because I just can't handle it. That's how good the gear.
That's how generous they are.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a really good sniper.
So someone said earlier that you can start that you can jump right into survival mode right from the beginning.
Right.
Someone said it in the comments, which is cool.
Oh, wait, from the opening menu? Really?
I think someone said if not from the opening menu, at least that you can it's available right away for you.
Why can't I guess I can't. Maybe.
So it seems like it would be a very good way to gear up.
Sure. Okay, well, I'm just going to start dismantling some of this stuff.
Max Martinez on YouTube says, "Hey, IGN."
Yo.
That's all I said.
Oh, okay. What's up, dude?
Hey, Max Martinez.
I have to get rid of some of this crappy gear. So sometimes, which I don't know why this feature exists, sometimes in addition to the loot crates, you'll just get stuff that will follow you from the Dark Zone or from Survival, and it's like gear level 2. Like, why would I want that? I guess it's like a here, get a little trophy.
Also on YouTube, Joel Rosado says in all caps, "Disgusting gear score."
Yeah, my gears. You can tell I have not played since, and that's kind of the point. Like, I don't need to play out
Your
here.
gear score is not just low.
It's
disgusting.
disgusting. I know it's all. None of this gear transfers over. I wish something did, but it doesn't.
Your gear score is an embarrassment.
It is. My gear score is gross.
Do you even division, bro?
Not really.
Your gear score is an embarrassment.
And that's kind of why I'm so excited about playing Division again. Is survival. Let me put it this way. If survival was its own experience that I could purchase for $15 and play without having to play the rest of the Division, I would. But I have hope for the rest of the Division. I hope, like, the fact that they made a mode like this gives me hope that they will continue to make modes that interest me. And, you know, this is a shared world shooter. There are all these elements, kind of like World of Warcraft has those people who do nothing but queue up for arenas. And meanwhile, half of the other game does nothing but like raid, and then there's those weird pet people, and then we have the Eric Sapps of the world who go back for transmog gear. Wow, hold F to skip. My goodness, that's such an advantage. One of my least favorite parts of that was that I had to watch that over and over. I was just like, all right, I'll AFK. I'll just come back.
Tip number
That's
99.
so great.
Tip number 99, the best tip.
Wow.
So yeah, Jason Flores, also on YouTube, said, "Hey, it looks like we're having fun. It looks like we're having fun, but the truth of the matter, Jason, is that both James and I are actually dead inside.
Yes.
But
yeah,
we're glad that you can't notice.
This is as much fun as we can have, contractually.
Yeah. So please save us. And moving on to the next person.
I didn't equip it.
We've got. I'm so sorry if I butcher your name, but you have a very interesting question. Joao Cunha, also on YouTube.
Good try.
So sorry,
Good try.
So sorry if I destroyed that. Says Vince, I remember your original review, and I must admit that I wasn't happy at the time. But as time went through, I came to agree with you. If you were to re-review it now, what would the score be?
What an excellent question.
It's a really good question. I haven't played any of Survival yet. But based entirely on what I'm seeing here, I feel pretty strongly that I would dig this in a big way, and that I would definitely play this.
Sure.
And I even though I didn't give Underground like the greatest score, I did think it was a cool, fun distraction from.
What did you give Underground?
Just Google it, James. All right.
What is it? What is it? I need to know.
Expect me to know what I gave a game for review? No, honestly, I don't remember.
7.
I'm gonna go out on a guess.
I'm gonna go out on a limb statistically for the IGN review scale, and say it was in between a 7 and an 8.
I'm gonna guess. Okay, I won't hope everyone bears witness to this, and Mitch, super producer Mitch Saltzman, can totally clip this out if he wants to. Vince Ingenito is here
Googling
on
his
air,
own scores.
about to Google his own review score for the Underground. What's that?
Oh, you gave it lower. You gave it lower than the initial game.
I lit Underground up that badly?
You eviscerated Underground.
Wow, was I drunk? No. Okay.
Mediocre.
Damn. So much to talk to that Vince guy. He is not nice.
Well, so now
in any case, though,
the answer is a 5.3 because it's just gotten lower every time. The more content they add, the worse it gets.
No.
And this game is trash.
This game is literally what killed you before.
If anybody from Ubisoft is watching this, I just want to say the survival's awesome. Well done. Keep up the good work.
Yes.
We're just poking a bit of fun.
Yes, totally.
Having a good time.
No, totally agree. And like that said, I want to also, it's a good moment for me to add as well, on that note, that even games that we don't give great scores to, we acknowledge and see that a lot of work went into. And like there's no two ways about it. Like no matter whether you liked the Division a lot, or if you liked it about as much as I did, or you liked it less or more, like the amount of work and money and time and effort that went into the game is on screen pretty much all the time when you play the Division.
And you know what's so great about that? Because of that, and because they were able to take all those resources and all the assets they created and all that stuff and transition it over to this genre that is normally kind of like indie fare, which is battle royale, like open world survival kind of thing. It is like easily the most polished, despite me dying from getting stuck in geometry earlier, the most polished battle royale game I've definitely ever played. And I think it's such a smart decision that they did this. I love this. I know this was like kind of slated on. My sincerest hope is that the Division team saw what the player base wanted, saw the reviews, saw the feedback, and they pivoted and created this. What may actually be the case, I went below that, Pip, that's not good. What may actually be the case is this was what was next on the Division. Oh, DLC, oh my god! The NPCs are so hardcore when you don't have any gear. Just die, bro, just die. Oh, he's
Bro. There
we go. All right, I have 2 medkits, I'm gonna use one. But I really hope that this was intentional and they didn't fumble into creating this awesome mode, which I doubt they did. I really hope that they knew, hey, this is what players want. This is what we're going to give them.
And even if they did fumble into it, they'll see the feedback.
Yep.
Like, they'll see the feedback, and hopefully that'll inform wherever the Division goes from here. But yeah, so, geez, what would I score it now?
Probably have to play the survival, and then then the question becomes like, this is its own standalone thing. And if you were to score just the survival, I imagine it would be a much higher score.
Oh yeah,
than everything else.
I feel like I can tell that already just from watching it. But also, that said, you know, sometimes being a solo thing that you pay for separately also can hurt you. Like for instance, with Underground, I can tell you that like as much as I gave it this 5.8, right? But like my memories of it, of the time I spent playing it, are not like painful and bad. Like it was certainly, I got some degree of enjoyment out of playing that mode. I didn't get maybe as much as I thought I could have, and there were certainly some things about it that were a little bit half-baked that I felt, but I did not feel it was horrible. But when I'm assessing something as a standalone piece of DLC that, well, not standalone, as a piece of DLC, I'm assessing whether or not is this worth your extra $15 or $20, right? If that had been a mode, if Underground had been a mode and if Survival had been a mode, and then if the upcoming Last Stand had been all been modes that were already included in the Division, and if they were even better, I was saying this before, if they were seamless parts of the experience, then like I think that the Division would have been a much more vibrant experience, and I could have seen. I'm not saying right now if I re-reviewed it, I would give it somewhere in the 7s or 8s.
It's already been looted. It's all been looted. It's all
no.
gone. This is a huge waste of time. I don't even have a gun. Yeah, I see what you're saying. And also, like, the other thing is that extra $15 is in the context of what you initially paid for the game.
Right.
And, like, is this fixing the things that we initially kind of knocked it for?
Sure.
And if the answer is no there, it's like, okay, you're paying an extra $15, and there's like, not really.
Right.
You know. But to be fair, to kind of like throw a little bit of context into our own review product, if it were free, we would not have reviewed it.
Sure.
Which I think is interesting. But hey, the future, I'm sure we'll have some kind of thing. We would do a Let's Play, though. You know, jump in a room and do a Let's Play.
Oh, yeah, absolutely we do. We would cover it.
This is great.
We would certainly cover it in some way.
Shoot.
Oh, Mitchell's got a question. Ooh, that's a really good question.
That's a really good question that I don't have the answer to because I haven't done that yet. But I imagined that it would be yes. And hey, let me talk about that for a second, because one of my biggest problems with Battle Royale / DayZ Survival is the fact that you have to meet up with friends, and it's such a pain in the butt. It is so annoying because you don't know where you spawn in a game like DayZ. Well, so in DayZ, you could spawn somewhere and you don't have a map. In the Division, I just hit M and be like, okay, let's meet on Dwyer and 29th. And then we just go there, and then we have fun, and then we have a great time. And I do know you can queue up with friends. So I don't know if you spawn on the different bases. I'm sure the chat can tell us, and I bet the answer is yes. But you can meet up even if that is the case, and that's infinitely less cruel than what other Battle Royale games do.
Cool, man. Very, very cool.
Yeah, so like, it's crazy, man. I did not expect this. This has been such a like, the Battle Royale survival genre has been plagued by Steam Early Access, exclusively Steam Early Access products that are still in Early Access, and that's just kind of part of the kicker is, hey, there's another Steam Early Access game that's Survival Battle Royale,
and maybe
we're working stuff out. Maybe it'll be great.
Maybe it won't.
Where am I going? I'm going in a circle. But hey, this is here. I didn't expect it, like, at all. And it's polished, and it's playable, and it's
beautiful.
Good. Yeah. So, well done. I kudos to company like Ubisoft for cleaning up, like going to a genre that was reserved specifically for smaller studios and being like, we got this, guys.
We can do this. So
I think that's
Commander,
a really smart move.
Totally agree. So Commander Hanford on the Twitter wants to know, in Division Survival, does the world tier matter in regards to the gear score of the gear you'll get from the crates?
I don't think so. I think that's a really good question. I'm not super sure how world tier works, as I just jump back in, and that wasn't a feature when I left. But I believe all the crates are static, and the higher world tier you get, the more chance you have to find them, basically. Like, I think that you'll just find more of them as you get higher and higher, as opposed to finding that. But that's a really good question.
Yeah.
That may be one for the chat, because the short answer is I don't know. But my assumption is no.
Richard Wise on the Libra del Face wants to know, do these guys get paid for playing online?
Playing online specifically? Like what? Streaming? I mean, the answer there is a soft kind of.
It's not a soft kind.
It's not. My job title is not professional streamer, but it is kind of part of the deal.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I sometimes play games online, and sometimes I play them offline, and sometimes I get paid for that because I'm doing it while I'm here at IGN.com.
You know, I actually think that's a really interesting question. This guy's going to be purple, and I'm going to... Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Bye.
Run. I'm out of here.
Nope.
I'm freezing, too.
Nope.
I am going to heat up here. He's not going to see me, though. I wonder if I can kill him. Probably not. Let's get out of here. That is an interesting question, though, because I do see a lot of comments on, like... Or just general questions of, like, do you get paid to play video games? And it's like, yes, I get paid to play video games, but then I get paid to think of a video product that's going to work with our audience and then transition it into that autonomously.
Right.
And write a script and record VO and edit the video and publish it and get a good thumbnail and get social promotion.
Yeah, you're in particular, you're a one-stop shop, just like Destin Legary is as well. You're one of the fairly unique people in the office. Like, everyone at IGN is very talented,
does that,
but not everyone can actually take a project from beginning to end, like conception, all the way through production and creation and publishing.
But what's cool about that is, like, the answer is kind of yes. Like, if there's a day where I want to do nothing but do capture, then I can do that. I can't do that every day, for sure. So it is an awesome job. Like, I've never had a job cooler than this. And I knew this was the industry that I wanted to get into since I was super young, but it's a ton of work. Like, you have to be passionate about it, and you have to bring your A game every single day.
Yeah, I mean, it requires a wide range of different skills. Even just like, so James is an example of someone with an extraordinarily wide range of skills.
Master of none.
But you're a master of handsomeness, James.
No,
it's
thank
fine.
you very much.
But yeah, even to do what I do, which is just largely, I'm a general purpose editor, but I largely review games. There's critical thinking, there's writing, there's editing, there's obviously ability to play games, and also, like, we don't talk about this too much, but if you want to create a good video review, part of that is kind of taking the responsibility to be your own kind of video producer.
Yeah.
And make sure you capture great-looking footage. Make sure that you have an idea about what you want to say when, and how your review is going to tell a story visually when it's edited.
Yeah, that's a super important important thing, and, like, that is what separates, I think, the good producers and editors from the ones who are just doing their day-to-day thing, or the ones who follow up on all the projects. By the way, check it out. I can create purple and high-end gear here.
Nice.
Because this is a one that's a little bit closer, and I have enough.
Ooh, to make a scar? Nice.
To make the scar. Yeah, and we have an awesome video editor pool that basically, like, if you have a video that needs to be created, you put in a request and that gets put through. But it's up to you to make sure the right B-roll goes in the right place, especially if the editor isn't super familiar with the game.
Yep, that's right. So long story short, there's a lot more than just being a solid player of games. And believe me, you definitely have to be a solid player of games. Like, none of us would ever claim to be pros.
I mean, I might.
Well, you are a darn good FPS player.
Well, you know what's funny?
You're a darn good FPS player.
If I go to so I'll put up various pieces of content. I put up a Battlefield 1 4K clip that was like 20 frames per second, and I had terrible input delay, and I did terribly. I did the best that I could. I probably played 2 or 3 games, and people were like, "Man, this guy's terrible." They were like, whoever recorded this needs glasses and needs to learn to play games. Now, with that said, I put up Titanfall 2 clips and Battlefield 1 regular clips and all that stuff, and the comments
Feedback was really good.
The top comment is always, when did IGN get a guy who could play video games? Which is funny, because people have been saying that for so many years. It's like we've clearly had people who've been able to play video games this whole time. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this content.
Yeah, so, and, you know, when people try to say that, oh, well, some people do say, like, well, it's not important that you play well. I'm like, it is really important that you play well.
Like, especially for gameplay capture. Like, you can get away with it if you're, I think, reviewing and you're just not the absolute best FPS aimer. That's fine. Like, you can still judge the game for what it's worth. But if you're doing, like, gameplay capture, I do think you need to be pretty good, because I don't want to see a guy walk around and look like he's playing a first-person shooter for the first time in his life. Be like, what?
Because that's not going to give me a good sense of what the experience of playing it is going to be like.
Yeah, I hold myself to a very high standard with the gameplay clips in particular that I publish, just because I know what I would want to see when I watch a gameplay clip, and that's what I try and convey when I record one.
And honestly, that's why I say no to a lot of I don't want to say a lot of projects and a lot of streams, but if I don't feel that I am natively comfortable enough with the genre or the game, or I don't feel like I have a reasonable amount of time in advance to practice and get competent, I won't do it.
Sure.
You know, I generally won't do it unless I'm, you know, unless it's a rare case where, you know, we're maybe creating a piece of content where the quality really doesn't matter that much in terms of the actual gameplay, and maybe it's more like humorous or right.
All right, so we're coming up on the Dark Zone. We're about here.
Awesome.
And
we're at it's 2:15, so we've got 45 minutes left. What do you think of the chances you bring this home?
30%.
30%. Okay.
Which is good.
Very realistic.
I think that's good. All right, so all the Dark Zone exits or entrances are kind of snowed in or closed somewhere or another, so you kind of have to figure out where. Let's figure out where the entrance is, actually. All right, looks like it's
Nathan Brummett wants to know when does this mode come out for PS4?
Check it out. Oh, I hear gunfire. Don't know. Really good question. I have no idea. I'm sure Google can tell us the answer.
Yeah, I'll see.
Going underground is always beneficial if you don't get killed by people with flamethrowers. And this is actually going to let me get into the Dark Zone without having to worry about the gate, which is always kind of a hassle. I really should have looked to see if I could craft electronics. So we're going to, next time we run into an HQ, I'm going to really take my time and figure out exactly what I need.
Spoilers, it's out.
It's out. It's out. Go play.
Go get it.
Man, I love it when games do this. I love it when I think I will never play this game again, and then it's just awesome.
Yeah, no, honestly, coming into this, like, Mitchell asked me, he's like, hey, Vince.
How do I get in here, bro?
Thursday, you think you can, think you can hop on a Division stream? And I was just like, okay. Sure, Mitchell. Because I like you. I will jump on a Division stream. Because you're a nice dude, and because you've got a pretty darn good Cammy in Street Fighter 5 that I still have to learn how to beat. I said I will do it.
You know what other game I did that with?
What?
Diablo 3.
Right, yeah, me too, like totally.
Oh, these guys are just calling in the cavalry here. It's fine, man.
Adventure mode, Loot 2.0 and Adventure mode totally turned that game around.
Yeah, Reaper of Souls, but the game, I would love to point out that I don't think the game was even, I think it was approaching the realm of good at Reaper of Souls, but I don't think it really hit its stride until like maybe a couple months after that. And they really kind of, will your pack explode, please? Thank you. Yeah, that game is cool. I sunk a bunch of hours in that game, but that kind of game can only, we were talking a little bit about challenge, like that's not a very challenging game.
No. And it's interesting, like, because sometimes it can be interesting when a game is not challenging anymore because you've found innovative and interesting ways to break it.
Right, and that's what Diablo's all about.
Which is what Diablo's all about, along with some cool pieces of gear that allow, kind of make it happen.
I'm going to go chill underground for a second.
Do it.
And come back when I'm not so freezing.
But, it definitely became, sometimes, like, you want to get super cute with the way you play, and it's just not practical, and you're putting in like 3 times the effort that you would be if you just did a different build. And I mean that's the nature of every game like that, though. There's always going to be optimal. And there's always going to be,
Man, this is,
suboptimal but interesting. I have such an affinity for suboptimal but interesting.
Yeah, me too. Well, I think that games with really good end game content take the I have a build that breaks the game and then creates content that is difficult and challenging enough, gameplay-wise, not even statistically, that makes your build seem suboptimal and interesting.
Sure. Like I had this whole, I think you've seen me play it. You might have seen me play it. This whole kiting witch doctor.
Yeah.
Ooh boy.
Unfortunately, that gives me a bunch of the worst stat possible in survival, which is, of course, skill percentage, which doesn't matter because I don't have any skills.
You don't have any skills.
But I'm going to put it on because it's purple. And at the end of the day, like, your armor is important, but, like, man, it's just, you don't really see the fruits of it very much. What is going on? Where am I going?
You're also freezing.
I am getting very cold, but that's all right. There's fire everywhere.
One
thing that I will absolutely say this does an amazing job of is you don't need to know exactly what heats you up and what doesn't. If you think it does, it probably does, and that's very good. I see there's an NPC.
I mean, like, I think it's fairly,
intuitive.
Fire is pretty warm, I've heard.
Fire is generally pretty warm.
I did learn that in school.
And I was like, when I was first playing, I was like, okay, is going in here going to warm me up? And I was really happy to see that, like, if I thought I would get warmer, I used to live in New England, and I know what the wind is like outside of.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Boom. Kaboom.
I will speed his passing. Yeah, very intuitive in that sense. All right, this guy's deployed a turret, and those are just a big pain.
Oh, no.
Got it, though.
Well, that's the first time I've seen one of the NPCs in survival deploy a turret.
Yeah, you start getting more specialists as you get closer and closer to the Dark Zone, and then when you get in it, they're just
Makes
all
sense.
everywhere. What do you got? Yeah, buddy. Friday.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, we got a player. Let's boogie.
We gonna dance?
I'm gonna dance.
Are
I've
you gonna
lost
dance
the
with the devil in the
opportunity.
pale moonlight?
All right, he's trying to pin me down pretty good.
Reloading now.
I'm gonna get close. I'm gonna play the shotgun and roll up.
Do you think he knows where you are right now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He can totally see me.
I'm saying low visibility. You were saying pretty low to the wall. I'm not sure.
We're gonna do one of these. Oh, we're gonna wait until he gets static.
He lost
Right
you.
there.
He doesn't know where
We're
you
going
are.
in. We're going in. Do it. Oh, it's all gone bad. Now it's going better.
Ooh.
Now it's not going very well. Oh, he has a shotgun of his own.
Oh, God.
Who will win?
No!
Not me. We lose. I didn't expect him to have a shotgun. But hey, there you go. That's how that plays out sometimes.
You risked it all.
I risked it all and I lost. That's how you got to play this game. I could have run from that fight, but what kind of person would I be?
Did he open up on you?
He did open up on me.
Okay, yeah. So.
Well, no, I mean, he kind of blew his advantage. I was able to recover fully. I went in
But then,
with the assumption that he wasn't going to have any kind of close CQB options.
Sure.
And I was going to kind of mop him. And he also
yeah,
got out of that
you probably
grenade.
wanted to get a life lead before you did that. Probably
Yeah.
would have been the thing to do.
I agree.
Oh well, it was not the run. It is 2:22.
We have time.
Mitchell,
Oh, we have
do we still sign off with Facebook at 2:30?
No,
Okay,
not anymore.
That's an old thing. Sorry.
That is an old thing. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves with a good
we're
player
on
kill
book
duel.
face for the duration. I love it.
I'm going to keep that there. Yep, my tail between my legs.
Yeah,
But hey.
Erickson, it's out on PS4. That's correct.
All right, so let's look at the gear sets because there's some interesting ones. I think the most interesting one that I've seen are these gloves that I like a lot. Something that would be cool for PvP, but again, like the PvP I'm interested in playing, which is survival, I can't take this into, obviously, grants a constant small amount of healing, allowing the user to regenerate all segments of the health bar during
wow.
combat, which
That's
is
sick.
very cool. Also, set bonus 4, and this is Path of the Nomad. When receiving fatal damage, you are instead healed to full health. Can only occur once every 4 minutes. I think that's very good.
Once every 4 minutes is very good.
Yeah. Ooh, Striker's Holster. That's just better statistically. Every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, stacks up to 100%. Missing shots drops bonus by 2%. So that's like an LMG build, I guess. That's cool. I like this. This is like Diablo-y, you know. It's some good loot progression, but
At Jay Berg on the Twitch wants to know, IGN, can you play co-op in this mode?
yes.
Answer is yes.
Yes, okay, so if we go over here, an open menu, I could hit cancel and then I could hit matchmake, and what that would do is just find somebody else who's interested in playing. I don't know if you spawn together though, and I still haven't heard an answer about that, but my inventory is filling up super fast.
Kantakage reminds us that you know, in light of your not turning tail before, Kantakage reminds us, thugs don't run, Doug.
That's true. That's true, and I didn't.
I'm gonna call you Doug from now on.
Oh man, this is so much better than what I'm using. Why can't I? I'm having inventory problems. I think my inventory is just so incredibly full with awesome loot that I can't even. By the way, look at how cool this gun looks. That was one of like the early legendaries that they buffed, and as a result, it's like kind of viable now.
Pretty cool, Doug.
Thanks,
Pretty cool.
Bro. Thanks, bro. That's just wonderful. Thank you so much.
I'll be your Doug.
You can call me FPS General if you really want to. You know what I find about this game is that my shooter skills.
Oh my god, then you'd be FPS Doug.
FPS
you'd literally
Doug.
be FPS Doug.
That actually, yeah, the first job I worked at, there was another James, and he was like the CO, so they called me Doug. I find that my shooter skills don't fully translate to this game in the way that they do from FPS to FPS. It's a very different feel. It's hard to put into words.
Well, I think it probably has something to do with the fact that, you know, the game is. It's interesting how the science of how aiming works is so different when you have a multi-platform situation where it's going to be on both console and PC.
The shooting in this game has never felt good to me. It's always felt kind of like aloof, and I'll unload a clip, and then kind of like a quarter of a second after, I'll see their bar kind of start going, and then like hitting sniper shots while people are running perpendicular to me has always been a problem for me in this game when I just don't have any issues with that other times. And I think what it all comes down to is get good. Get good,
Stop
noob.
being so bad, Doug.
Get good.
Doug with 2 G's.
Just get good.
As Kanzakage reminds me, he says, remember, Vince, 2 G's.
That's tip number 13.
Tip number 13, 2 G's.
Get good. That's what I tell myself anytime I am not doing well in a game. Just go, get good, nerd.
Man,
just get good.
I should probably learn how to play video games. It seems like it's pretty important for my job.
Just get good. GITGUD. Words to live your life by, and words I certainly live mine by. If anybody thinks that I'm not playing so well, 1v1 me, bro.
No one is saying anything like that.
I know.
No
I'm
one.
just joking.
There's absolutely no one saying that.
1v1 me, bro. Oh, it's a guy. He didn't see me. Let's see if he wants to be friends.
Oh god.
Hey, buddy, you want to be friends with me? Oh, God, it's burning. I'm going to fire.
Dude, that's hilarious. The guy's probably like, why did that grenade go off behind me? Why did that bomb go off?
Okay, well, that's what you get when you try and kill people. It's not very nice. I don't want to use a med pack here, and I really don't want to fight this guy with 2 bars of health, but I have to. As he said, thugs don't run, and that's my Twitter handle, and I have to live. I have to live by. The question is, where did that guy go? I think he went upstairs. That's where I would go, and this is where I will die, unless I am just so much better than this guy.
For a second, you ran into that dead end of trash, and I was like, this is how it ends. Facing trash.
I hear the loot noise. Oh, he's right there.
Oh my god.
He doesn't see me.
What?
Is he blind? How blind is this guy?
Maybe he just wants to be friends, though.
Maybe he does. I hope this is a dead end, so he turns around. It is. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
He's gonna
kill
shoot
me?
you in the face,
He's
dude.
just gonna kill me? That's not. I don't want. That's not how I play this game. Stop it, bro! I didn't want this. I was just shooting you for fun. We were just having a good time.
James, please. James, please. James, shoot him.
It's kind of
shoot him.
No, it's going okay. It's going okay. It's going okay.
No, it's not. He just healed. He just healed.
He did heal.
James, don't run into the trash. Don't buy trash. Don't die by trash a second time in 2 hours. No, James.
Oh man, why did he gank me? That was such a jerk move of him to gank me like that. Yeah, there was no way I was winning that. I had 2 bars of health to start.
Rest in trash.
But like I said,
Rest in trash.
Kachikaze put it best. It's just my nature.
Yep.
I can't help but conflict. You see, the thing is when you fight,
Can't help but fight a dude.
when you fight every time, eventually you win.
The problem is, you. I think the problem is that you initiated on him when you had 2 bars.
That guy said survive together. Have you played this game? No. He seemed like he was friendly. What I should have done is
I think considering that
like,
he
okay,
was
bro.
friendly and you only had 2 pips, I think the smart thing would have been to work together with him until he got injured a little bit by an NPC and then just
sure.
just snuff the light out.
Sometimes I am
from
very
his soul.
subversive like that in games like this, and it's quite fun. I don't have comms turned on though, and I have no way of talking to that guy because I don't have a mic on my head that connects to a computer. This only goes to the stream.
Aha.
So my only option is to shoot first.
Franklin Scottford says, I need to go.
Shoot first,
Bye,
die
guys.
first.
Bye, Franklin.
See you, buddy.
Thanks for tuning in. We got a half hour here left to go, folks, on IGN Plays Live. We are playing The Division survival mode, and it's pretty dope. We're enjoying it a lot. But there's James Duggan. I'm Vincent Gino. We're here for another 31 minutes. Come holler at us. We're on the Twitches, twitch.tv/IGN.
In that time, I will get 2 whole player kills. I hold myself to it. We'll see. Depending on unless this matchmaking queue takes forever, because that's the only conceivable
no
excuse.
excuses now, James. You said it. Oh, I'm sorry.
30 minutes.
Doug.
Doug's got FPS General has 30 minutes. You see why the FPS General isn't great at this game is because it's not an FPS.
It's a TPS.
It's a TPS.
You're not TPS General,
No.
James Duggan. You're FPS General.
No.
James Duggan. We found the loophole.
Yeah, this is how you beat me at a shooter. It's third person. Gears of War. I was actually pretty good at Gears of War back in the day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Were you as good as Sean Pitts?
Maybe. Am I prime? I'm sure.
Sean Pitts is pretty good.
Like Gears of War.
Yeah, he's pretty impressive.
I just want to dismantle this, dude. There we go.
Cyborg Man says, "Hey, Thug and Duggan, may the force be with you
Thanks, buddy.
always."
I really appreciate the chat support in these trying times. It's very nice. All right, let's see if I can. Okay, I can finally take all the mods out of this weapon. It looks like the problem was just that I didn't have inventory space.
Han Cholo 3000 says, "Hello, IGN. Hello, hello, Han Cholo 3000. Hello, a hearty hello to you and your wonderful name.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Oh my lord, the internet. Let's see what's going on the Facebook. Remember, folks, you can check us out over at facebook.com/IGN.
Holding F is the thing I've learned the most. Look at all these likes coming in. Yo, let's get some love. Love reacts only.
Love.
This is now
reacts to love.
is now a Bork stream.
In cup. Let's see. I'm trying to see what y'all folks on the book fotch.
All right. I have a lust for blood that can only be sated by another
29
player.
minutes. You need 2 player kills.
2 player kills. Here we go.
I don't want to hear any excuses.
There will be none.
FPS/TPS General.
Well,
James Duggan.
we've established that the TPS skills aren't really present.
I believe in you. They're not present.
Sure.
They're lying dormant.
Sure. I just
have
need to unlock
awaken
them. I need to believe that my skills from the first-person shooter can translate to this third-person shooter. This third-person shooter with questionable netcode. Having a great time, though. Like, anytime I play this,
This
I have
is
a very
way
good
more
time.
interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, isn't it?
I was like, at first I thought I'm going to need to drink so much coffee before this stream. And then I just had 1 coffee, which is normal for me in the morning.
Good story.
Guys,
very
remember
good
that
story.
time when I was going to drink like lots of coffee,
But I just had
only
one?
drank 1?
I did still
Wasn't
have a
that
coffee, though.
crazy?
Yeah, as somebody who falls asleep almost every car ride.
Oh, my, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. James has seen it.
We'll be having a heated debate, and you'll just doze off.
You and me having a heated debate? Never.
That's true.
That's never happened.
That's
Ever.
true.
I have the best debates I have here at IGN.com with James Duggan.
Yep. It's because I'm right all the time.
And I just love being wrong.
Most people do. That's what I find. Got a cool cooler that's bound to have an energy bar in.
That's a cool cooler.
All right, players, come at me, bro.
I just love this voice. Detecting lowering or dropping body temperature. Threat of hypothermia increased. In other news,
Oh, look
water
at this
is
player.
wet.
Look at this player I'm killing.
Yeah, you did it. There's one. You did
There's
it.
one,
Oh, no,
dude.
he's still up.
There's
Okay,
gonna
wait,
be
can we do two? Can we do two?
Two player kills
Can we
right
do two?
here.
You might not do two. You might get killed, actually.
This player is really bad. Like me, but worse. All right, armor. I'll take it. I'll take the armor. Let's move on. Yeah, my pistol 1v1 in this game is trash. It is garbage.
I feel like that's an important, like
Oh,
getting
it's very important. I
Getting
think.
sick with that pistol is everything. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I see what you mean now. Like if the building you're in has the structural integrity to block the wind, then you get warmer.
You do. Not a ton in this building.
Dude, I can't believe that you died to garbage.
I know, that was very
Literal garbage defeated you before.
Literal trash.
Literal
Things
trash.
James Duggan is died to. A player, an NPC, garbage. Call me crazy, but I'm gonna fight this.
You cray. You cray. There's two of them.
I'm gonna shoot the
Get
nest.
out.
All right.
Those are not players.
It's gonna be.
People demand blood and not yours.
This is gonna be well, this is gonna help me.
James. Oh my God.
They just hurt so much.
Why are you doing this?
No, I'm not gonna use a med pack either. Med packs are for wimps.
Right. Clearly. Why would you do that? Why would you want to live?
Med packs are for wimps, and I can't afford it right now.
Do you want to know what you can't afford? Is to turn to your left and
I am quite
run.
cold. We are going to go take
Roll.
shelter. Oh, God!
Yeah.
No, wait,
you're about
wait.
to be,
Oh,
you're about
wait,
to
that
be
was-
even colder.
It's so cold.
You know what the coldest thing is?
All right, how much time do I have to kill
A
two
corpse.
players?
25 minutes to
All
kill
right.
two players.
I didn't say I would kill any NPCs, okay?
Nothing colder than a corpse, and that's what you are right now. You are the coldest.
The lesson from that, which I already knew going in, but decided to ignore, was NPCs are hardcore, especially when they're purple and you only have a pistol and no gear.
Put that right along.
But I have at my home setup, because it's clearly a setup issue.
That's the other loophole that we can never take away from him. It's like, well, you know,
this is not my
this
setup.
cloth we have on the
This
table
mouse
is a little, it slides around.
Slightly different. And,
so, you know.
We have brought pro gamers in here who've said just that. But it's if you can kill a purple NPC early on, it's very beneficial. You'll get some awesome gear.
Yeah. The other thing that's beneficial about killing the purple NPC is that he doesn't kill you, and you get to continue playing.
That's true.
That's pretty good, too.
When there's 5 of them, your chances are low, but hey, if you're not going to gamble, why are you playing?
Without context, Patrick Lett just says, kill him. I don't know what that was supposed to be on Facebook.
He must have been talking about you killing me.
Maybe.
With a kniff.
With a kniffy.
You know what I need? I need to look like Sam Fisher. That's the problem here. That's why my mojo isn't.
Sammy Fishes.
That's why my mojo isn't here. There we go.
Sammy Fish.
Check it out.
Oh, Sammy Fish.
Sammy Fish.
S-Fish.
S-Fish. Higher world bracket available. I don't know what you're talking about, game. I only play you for survival.
Savagery. Live free, die hard, says Biddy 12.
Here is. I have something to admit.
Oh God! Get ready, chat. Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourselves. I hadn't seen Die Hard ever until about 3 days ago.
Any Die Hard?
Oh, I've seen plenty of Die Hard sequels. I'm like, this series is garbage.
And
I don't understand why people like it as much. And then I saw the original Die Hard.
Chastity guilted you.
Oh no! I was just
you.
like, I've never seen Die Hard. I want to see Die Hard. She's like, you've never seen Die Hard? And then we went out and got it, and my God, that movie's fantastic. That movie is so good for so many reasons, especially because every single character, even the extras, and I don't think I've seen this in any other film except maybe like No Country for Old Men. They all have incredible personality, and they all have like their own things going on. Even like the guy who like fixes the sewer. for a hot second. He like has a quip. Like there's no extra. Oh, I don't want to matchmake. No, get out of here. Are you saying I need
Wait,
help?
what are you doing right now?
I'm still queued. I'm just
Oh,
going
you
around.
are? Okay.
Yeah. You know the window physics in this are quite good.
Yeah, they are. I said there's a lot of effort and a lot of money on the screen when you play the Division.
That's true.
And I do respect that.
We should do it. We should do a Rainbow Six Siege stream.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Rainbow
there's a
Six-
game I can play, and it's also very good.
That is such a good game. I slept in that game when it first came out.
Yeah, I really thought it was going to be like another AAA attempt to break into a weird competitive multiplayer space that just wasn't going to go over. And then I played it, and I was like, whoa, this is pretty good. And then they kept coming out with awesome DLC for it.
Yeah, Stormwind 9089 is like, anyone know which chat they're watching? I'm trying to watch all of them, buddy. I'm kind of flipping back and forth to see what's hot and what's not.
Man, this queue, though.
Yeah, this queue is real. It's cutting into the amount of time you have left to kill the 2 NPCs that you promised.
Oh, you
the
said
chat.
2 NPCs. I can do that.
No, the two.
That
the,
I can do. You just changed
the
the
two
rules, buddy.
PC. No, I didn't.
You did. You said NPCs, but
Look,
that's
the
what's
internet
happening.
doesn't lie. You can't retcon things. Okay,
It's out there. It's out
the
there.
internet knows. Okay.
Rest assured that
You
I will
promised
kill
2 player
two
kills.
players
Okay.
before I am done playing survival in general. There will be at least 2 players killed.
In general, not
I
in the next
promise
20
you.
minutes.
I promise you.
No.
Come hell or high water, I will kill 2 players in general when I'm done playing
People
this mode.
people demand blood.
I'm
James.
trying to give them blood, but
And
the matchmaking won't give me anything. Okay, here's what I'll do.
You've been like, yes, here's all my blood. Take it. I will
All right, we got 20 minutes left.
And
We got
fither.
20 minutes left. Here we go.
Okay.
We're going in. I'm going to play this. I'm going to try so hard.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into engagements I don't want.
Yep.
I'm going to try so hard. But
Be
if
the
I see a
James
player,
Duggan.
I will rain down furious vengeance.
Yep. Be the James Duggan that that men and women, boys and girls of all ages want to be.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
I believe in you.
Try hard mode engage. I have the black suit, which is very apt for what I'm about to do. I'm about to be the Ed Harris of Westworld to this division.
You're about to become death.
Death. Yes, I will.
I believe in you.
Every second counts. Not finding the fabric quickly enough is optimal, and I would have to quit and start again because that's how hard I'm trying right now. We're going to craft this.
The hardest of trying.
I'm going to craft the hat because statistically, actually no, the scarf would be the thing that I should craft if I'm looking for something that I probably won't find.
Taylor Franco, yes, this is on PS4. We're not playing it on PS4. We're playing it on PC right now.
They're playing it on PC.
Yeah.
All right. See how close we are to that crash. I like it. I like our chances of the crash.
Okay.
We're going to the crash.
All right. Make a run.
Make a run to the crash. You kind of have to sprint. There you go. That's the ticket guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead
Get
and
that
skip
cardio.
that barrel.
Get that cardio. Does running help you stay warm?
That's a really good question that I don't know the answer to. Here's a player we have to fight. Going to get some cover.
Reload.
I'm going to go around this way because he's going to come around that way. Still hitting me, though.
I would try to
Don't
scrub.
have any grenades. One of us is going to run out of heat first, and then I think I'm close to the fire, so I'm going to go play the fire
Okay.
and see if he comes back. I think this is a sound strategy. We'll see
Just
if he
careful.
follows.
He might be creeping up behind you.
Yeah. Okay, he just came from this. Looks like we're good, so I'm going to heat up and then follow him. Oh, he wants to play! I'm close to the fire, though, so I think I'm going to win this. He was trying to give me some kind of emote there. I'm not going to have it. He shot first.
Not gonna
And
mess.
we're going to follow him.
Gonna take this guff. Just careful he doesn't try to come around from the left side. and
He's
flank
not
you.
going to. He's freezing. He's looking for warmth. I'm going to follow him. He wants to get away from me because now I have the warmth advantage. And I can see his health bar back there.
Can you?
Yep. Through the bus. Through the bus. He's going to try and bushwhack me here, but he is freezing
Bushwhack.
himself.
Is that a technical term?
Oh, wow. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's
I
right
think
here.
your eyes are playing tricks on
No,
you, man.
I definitely saw him. Maybe he was farther off than I thought, but there he is. Looks like he may be healed up. Getting some good hits on him there. Looks like a third player is coming into the skirmish far away. And now he may have the heat advantage.
Well, if that second player is coming into the skirmish, I mean, you needed 2 player kills.
I do. Does that look like a fire to you up there? It does. I'm making a run for that. Looks like he's just
Careful,
booking it.
don't-
And oh, now we got a guy with
don't
an assault
expose
rifle.
yourself for this fire.
Now we got a guy with an assault rifle, which I'm going to shy away from for sure. I'm actually going to go in here. Don't mind me. I'm just going in the garage.
Good call. Good call.
See if
Can you
we can-
close that garage door?
No.
You can't. So they're gonna know
Oh,
you
wait,
went in there.
you know what? Maybe I can. Nope. That's fine. Whatever. He's not going to look. He's distracted. He saw a squirrel.
Squirrel.
All right, now I need to get a gun. That's what it comes down to.
I wonder if that guy killed one of. Yeah.
Oh, here we got some purple NPCs.
Oh God.
Which we learned.
You know, do not fight this.
Oh
my God! No!
I'm good. I'm not good.
Damn it! No! James
Oh wait,
Duggan.
we're good. It's not over. It's not over.
The dream is
until fat
alive. The
lady
dream is
sings.
alive.
And now we're in a good spot. Don't hit me with a bat, bro. If this guy with a bat kills me, I'm gonna quit
No,
Division
please
forever.
don't. Please don't. No,
He's gonna
James.
do it. No, we got it. We're good. Let me get that water, and now I need to take cover. Okay, I'm just keeping things interesting. That's all that's happening.
Priest. James Priest.
All right.
Priest. Oh, Priest.
Oh, it's so tense. I think this is just a normal, non-purple one, but the purple one is flanking me somehow. I don't know how. All right, I got that kill. He dropped something blue. I need to know where this other enemy is. There he is.
Oh my God. I did not breathe for like 30 seconds.
All right, let's see if we can see what this guy has. A holster? I don't want that. We established that's what the gun goes in.
That's not a gun.
That is not a gun in and of itself. All right, I'm going to circumvent this guy completely.
Circumvent.
Oh, he's
I don't think you know what that
shoots
word
so
means,
hard.
James. That's not circumventing.
I'm going to go up here.
Circumvent faster.
And this door's not going to open. Watch it. Okay, thank goodness. There are so few openable doors. What is going on? Open the door faster, you idiot.
Oh my God, this is such a cluster. Something.
I
Why
wonder,
are you going back outside? Stay in cover.
I
Stay
wonder
in
if
cover.
no,
There's
no.
no cover up here.
No, there's a whole pane of glass that he can easily shoot through. I'm fine.
That'll clearly stop bullets.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be fine, James.
All right. Looks like we're in the clear for now. So far, so good. This has been an intense run, but I've kind of.
Oh, this is.
He looks
somewhat
like he does look like he's following me. I
less
just
than
want.
optimal, but yeah.
I need some
It's
kind
fine.
of enablement for having come in here and fought all these people. I've gotten nothing. Oh, what is he shooting at? Is there another player? If there's a player that's the death of me. He's shooting at something. He may just be shooting. Sometimes they do that.
Maybe he's shooting at where he thinks you are.
Yeah, they'll do that sometimes. I think I have to fight this. I don't think there's any way I don't fight this. Why do you open the door so slow,
But
bro?
you can't fight like this.
Yeah, I can.
You have 1 bar of health left and nothing but a pistol.
He can, Oh, I'll use the keyboard. That'll help.
Clearly.
Oh, that opened a thing.
Bam, blue screen to death him.
There's a bunch of glass
He's coming
in
for
here.
you, dude.
He is coming for me. He's a wily one, but thankfully he's a robot. Oh, man, did you see me?
A robot.
I don't think he saw me.
Kill the robot.
All right, so...
Okay, some good headshots. Some good headshots.
Yep, I can just wait. I can just wait until he runs out of ammo.
Yep.
And then he's going to reload.
Well, he's got an LMG, though, it sounds like.
Well, yeah, but he'll do a lengthy reload animation.
Quite a
So
clip.
the biggest concern I have right now
He's getting
is
his shield back, though, now, right? His
No, no,
armor's
no.
coming back?
no.
Or no, because he's in combat still.
I'm tripping and falling is very good for me. Now he's reloading. Now's my chance. I may have to do one more. Got him.
Yes!
Woo! Let's hope that's a gun, folks. Then we can
Come
make good
on.
on our player kills if we find
Gun,
some
gun,
people.
gun, gun,
No.
gun.
Knee pads.
No. Knee pads. You can't shoot knee pads.
Nope.
You can shoot at knee pads.
I can knee them in the face.
Yeah, you can.
All right, so I'm going to decommit from the helicopter at this point because it's just not in the cards.
Yeah. I
The
don't
dude with the
think so.
assault rifle is definitely going there. Come on, map. Be my friend. What time is it?
Oh, it's 2:47. You got 13 minutes. You got 13
Okay.
minutes to kill two player characters.
Sure. Can't open that door. We're going to stop this. I'm not going to use my med pack. I'm going to save that for an emergency. I'm going to opt for
You're gonna try to
either-
find a.
Yeah, I'll find some food, or maybe I'll just go inside a building.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you should find a safe house. If you can.
I just don't have, I haven't found weapon parts yet. It's all about getting that first weapon. And I'm going to move one street over because I think that street is probably the one that the dude went. The dude with the big gun went through.
How were you able to tell that he had an assault rifle from far away?
I just
Before.
saw it. I saw it. I saw him shooting number one, and I
Oh,
also
okay, you
saw...
saw him shooting. All right.
Well, yeah, I also just saw the shape of... I don't know what kind it was. It was just a rifle. It was not a pistol, for sure. And then the fact that it was
had a
automatic
gun.
meant that, right.
Oh, shit.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
That was good. Wow, nice. If only all my engagements could go so smoothly.
What do you mean? That's practically a mirror image. That was almost a replay of exactly how that last engagement went.
Yes. Oh, I got some good gear. I'm really, if I were going to be some kind of fashion model, I'd be set at this point.
Oh, well.
You know, knee pads, because that's the thing I haven't gotten yet. And those are actually worse than the ones I picked up. Let's find some warmth. I'm going to go back this way. Oh,
11 minutes and counting.
Freezing,
Oh,
and this
you're
is
gonna
bad
die.
because I'm very cold and very low on HP, but it's all right.
Where's the fire?
We'll find it. We'll find it together. Here it is.
The flame. The flame, the warmth. Oh, God. James, you're giving me a heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack.
All right, so that's not as good, but I did get a scarf.
If you can't draw blood, then Spencer York on Facebook says he'll take diet blood.
Oh, that's a player!
There's diet blood.
You're gonna have my own blood. I think that's probably the same guy who killed the other dude. Well,
I looked
it
down
happens.
for a moment and I looked up and hope had been destroyed.
Hope had been destroyed. So what we've learned today on the Division Survival is that number one, it's very fun. You
Yep,
should totally
it is.
check it out.
You should.
We have more time, by the way. I'm not wrapping. We have 10 minutes.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see
we
if we
have
can get
10
into one
minutes.
more, maybe get a pistol kill or something. But and number two, it's all about getting a gun as early as possible, which is is blind luck. But the more NPCs you kill, the higher your chances. And finding weapon parts is also just kind of blind luck. But as you can see there, I killed 4 NPCs in total and 1 elite, and I came across no such weapons. So sometimes you just have a good run, sometimes you don't.
It's interesting
what
to
you
me
get.
to see how people have generally been, like you said, kind of shoot first.
Oh, it's all shoot first, yeah. That one guy on the stairs that I was a
And I guess
real
that kind of
meanie
just
to
doesn't make
is an
any sense
outlier.
to me because, like, I would think that, like, I would think that engaging when everyone has nothing but pistols, it's just a crapshoot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it kind of is. But
you're
if
not gonna know.
if you come out of it, they're so like fighting somebody with a pistol right up front doesn't make any sense because you're not going to get literally anything out of it.
Right, you're not
But-
getting any gear to loot.
In like 2 minutes, it's actually you're basically doubling all your stuff at that point. So
Because what, do you get their, like, parts and stuff?
yeah, you get all the things that they have. I've killed somebody that dropped a bunch of parts, and I've just become incredibly part rich, as I like to call it.
Partridge, the Partridge family.
I killed a player that one time. You remember? What was it? When was that? You remember that? It
That was
happened.
in the first 5 minutes of the stream.
Hasn't happened since.
Has happened since.
I need to break this dry spell, but I'm running out of time to do it.
Yep, it's only 9 minutes left. Only 9 more. Raymond Mendez says more blood.
We need more blood. We're trying, man. I'm dismantling this gear that I hope isn't great. Well, yeah, okay. I'm actually kind of curious to check out some of the PvE now that I have, like, gear. Don't know if I'll enjoy it, but hey, that's kind of the point of checking it out, right? Let's get rid of that.
Womp womp.
So this also gives you Phoenix credits, which is quite good. Okay. All right. We have
Yeah, I think-
precious little time, but it's still possible. It's still entirely possible.
I don't know why, but Pelagius, I guess, on Twitch thinks that you might not know this based on what you've said, that you can totally craft a basic AR with 2 green weapon parts.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I haven't found 2 green.
Thank you for the reminder.
I have
anyway,
not found
Pelagius,
2
but-
green weapon parts.
Yeah.
I was looking for any weapon parts during that run, and I
Yeah,
found
yeah.
Zippo, which was super unfortunate.
All right, so this is the part where you go on a tear and you kill like 20 billion dudes.
Sure. That's definitely what's going to happen. I was tempted to, like, okay.
You're probably infected. Bad news. Spoilers.
You're going to die.
You're gonna die. Right? Are you a
Alright.
Gemini?
I am.
You're gonna die twice.
That's true. That's what happens to us.
That's how it works. Wait, you really a Gemini?
I am.
Wow, I just.
I'm
He's
I'm
a Gemini, and I'm
I'm-
apparently psychic.
I'm on that weird, like, cusp area where I'm, like, part Gemini, part
Yeah.
Taurus. Not that any of it means anything. But hey,
This is clearly what everyone showed up for IGN Plays Live for.
what's your sign, bro?
What's up, bro?
I should ask these people what their signs are before we fight.
Yeah, whole chat ASL right now. we want to know.
We need your signs. Tell us your signs. Okay, so I know where I am. That's good news. The last time I was here, I had a pretty good run. There's NPCs abound right here, so that's very good.
Good.
This guy's just rushing me.
Come on, gun. Come on, gun.
Man, I'm really good at finding holsters.
That's a thing that a gun goes in, not a gun. Very sad.
If holsters were what decided between you living and dying and killing other people, I would have already won. Oh, there's a guy. There's a guy. There's a guy. There's a guy. Okay, I thought it was a player. The way he was creeping up on me and not shooting me, I really thought he was a player. But he's just...
Turns out he was creeping up on you because he has a bat.
That's true. All right, so I got a cool backpack. Don't care too much about it, but I'll equip it. That's a big armor boost.
Is shamble over to you.
If they shoot me in the backpack, they're going to be sorry. Because some NPC's throwing a grenade at me. I'm going to assume he's over in this direction. But I have no evidence to support that because I don't have stereo sound. I'm going to run into that so I get the debuff.
You're disoriented? Yeah. Seems like a pro strat.
And now I'm freezing. So I can no longer find and fight this NPC. And I just
Also
have
a
to
pro
fight.
strat.
Yeah. I'll go over to the fire in hopes that he will follow me. But we'll
James
see.
Holster Duggan.
James Holster Kneepad Duggan.
Has named you. James Kneepad Duggan.
So I hear gunfire. Again, can't go towards it because I can't tell where it's coming from. Okay, so we got an NPC shooting at something. I'm going to assume it's another player based upon how early the game is. All right, I saw where his grenade went. I don't see anybody over there. In a Hail Mary, I'm going to kill this guy hoping he has a gun. And he doesn't, of course.
And he does not have a gun.
And then I'm going to go
5
see
minutes to go.
What he was shooting at.
You're going to have to do this with a pistol, James. You have no choice.
All right, let's find some people then. Of course, if I were looking to kill people, the place I would go would be the helicopter, so that's where we will go.
Do it.
With a pistol and die.
Do it.
As we have done before.
No, that's not what you do. You go to the helicopter with a pistol and you
kill
live.
Everyone. Yeah.
And make someone else stop.
I kind of want to get in a cover here, but all right, that's fine. Oh, I think I got this.
You got this?
Yeah, I think I got this, unless this guy runs or something. This guy can't shoot.
Oh, God, that guy.
That guy's really bad. I don't
That's
even.
one.
That's one.
That's one.
Oh,
4 minutes left. 2 more. No,
What'd you
kidding.
have?
4 minutes left. 1 more.
He had a med pack. We got a single med pack.
Oh, yes.
Which is actually pretty good. All right, let's go to the helicopter. I can still do this. There you are. Helicopter crash. I'm very close.
Let's go. Let's go. This is the run. This is it. Go, go, go. It's Super Doug.
Super Doug. What time have we got? 4 minutes. We
4
can
minutes.
do it.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
We can still do this.
Fout.
I don't really have time for any of this stuff. If it's not a gun, I'm not having it.
Yeah. All we need are things that fire.
Not things that hold
Projectiles
guns.
at rapid speeds that hurt other people.
Not things that stop me from getting hit by guns. There's some NPCs.
Yeah, forget them. Bye. Bye. Oh, you're engaging these guys?
Oh, yeah, there's a decent probability they'll have a weapon on them.
Ooh, did you just make it?
I did. I fat-fingered the med kit.
Oh.
It's all right. We're still good.
You fat figure.
What you got? What you got? He's got nothing.
He's got nothing. Oh, green, green, green.
Yes!
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Okay.
that's very good. All right.
Yeah.
This is a thing now. What's our
Yep.
time at?
You got 3 minutes left.
Oh, man, it'd be,
Oh, my God.
It'd be a real shame if we went over by like 2 minutes.
Jeez, that would be horrible. Super producer Mitchell Saltzman. Can we go over?
2 minutes? Yeah, all right. Sweet.
Okay, so we can take a couple extra minutes if we have to. But it's okay. We're not going to have to because James
This is a
Duggan's going to
make
have
it.
this wrapped up in the next 3 minutes.
Yep. Let's go.
That's how he rolls.
Is that a player?
Do it. Do it.
I smell your scent.
I smell man flesh.
The best line from Lord of the Rings. What is it? What do you smell?
The best line in cinematic
Man
history.
flesh. Explosions to alert everybody that I'm coming. So I need to find some warmth. I can't climb that. Can I climb this? I can't climb that. Oh, was that a player? Seeing things. There will be a fire at the helicopter crash, but I kind of want to get there beforehand so I'm not dead. Looks like we're just gonna do it.
Oh God. Oh, there's a fire. There's a fire.
Yeah, it's because it's the crash.
Right. Yeah, don't search. You don't get caught looking.
Don't want to get caught looking. If these aren't open, that means nobody's here, which is good news because I get items, but bad news because nobody's here, and then I have nobody to kill.
Oh, get by the fire. Get by the fire, dude. You're losing health.
Where is it though?
It's the big glowing red thing.
I know, but like it's not. I'm not getting warm standing close to it. There's generally more fire like around the area. Gun. All right, we'll take this, and I guess just go look for a fire. That's so annoying that I'm not getting warmed by that, but okay.
Oh my God. Okay, there's 1 minute left, but we can go a little bit over if we have to. Oh no, you've lost. You're below the pip.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna open the map because this is what you do in these situations and find. That's way too far. But hey, that's like a best case, worst case scenario.
What about there?
What, this? This is where I just went. It wasn't.
You're
it was
right.
not warming me. I don't think the helicopter is a warming object, but there is usually fire around the helicopter. Not in this instance, though.
Oh my God, you're taking so much damage.
I mean, this is a great example of how like anything can kill you in this game, and that's what I think is so cool about it. Can I go through this window, please? Nope.
Oh my God, you were doing so well.
I know.
Is this how it ends?
No, definitely not. Decidedly not. I will, worst case scenario, pop a med kit, but I'm gonna find fire, and then if I don't find fire, I'm gonna find a place to get inside.
Oh,
that looked like a shadow.
yeah, no, me too. I thought
I'm popping a med kit. Oh, that was a bad idea.
Oh
I'm
no!
right here. That's all right.
Fire.
Bam, right there. Okay, so no time to craft stuff. I'm gonna stick with all this. This all looks good. Let's go find somebody to kill real quick. As soon as I'm warm, we're gonna head in this direction. What's our time limit?
It is. We're literally at 3 o'clock now. So technically, we have 5 minutes.
Oh, it's gonna happen right now.
Yes,
It's gonna happen right now.
Yes,
It's gonna happen right now. It happened right now.
Yes, that's a stream, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. That was it. Look at all that stuff. Give me all this.
Now this is the run. But
This
sadly,
is
we
the
can't
run.
stay with you any much longer.
Yes. So anyway, that was a look at the Division survival mode. As you can see, man, it's just an emotional roller coaster, and that's what I think is so fun and cool about it.
I felt every part of the emotional spectrum.
I felt
to me today.
all of the emotions that I didn't feel when the base game came out. And you should totally check it out. It's $15 for the DLC. I do think you have to purchase the base game. But for more on it, including maybe a review, are you going to review this movie?
Oh, not me. Well, maybe now.
Maybe now. Well, Vince would be the man to do it if there is one. Keep it right here on IGN. Thank you so much for joining us.